All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. I'm grateful to everyone for being patient as we were sussing out the tech and everything, but I feel excited about what we're about to do. This is going to be really fun. About what we're about. Yeah, it totally worked. I see it. I see the little caption that says with Sarah Cameron music, and then
Yeah?
yeah, and it's looking, and then you'll see it in the circles on the side. It'll be both of us, and
Let's see here.
that's so cool. Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba.
Invade, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank you for the follow as well. It's really nice to see you tonight.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That is so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, so folks, thank you so much for jumping in already. I mean, I think this is setting up to be a really fun stream. By the way, I want to give a lot of credit to Maker Plays for the suggestion. That was Mocker actually came up with the idea. So, I think do I have a Mocker command now? I do. Amazing. There it is. So we'll be hanging out with Mocker on Saturday. So if you want to check that out. And I think, yeah, we were all very excited about your joining our show too. There we go. Charlie the Goddess. What's up, Charlie the Goddess 1123? Welcome in. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Yeah, this is great. Now, what was the last show you remember, like podcast kind of show you've been on? Do you remember the last interview you might have done for a channel or for someone?
Well, off of Twitch, I have done I think most recently I've done one with a group called Red's Room.
Okay.
Which is like a Christian worship community. So they have artists on there. So I do interviews with them every now and then. But prior to that, the most recent and only other interview I've done, I think, was with Island Vibing Presents.
I remember that spot. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and that was like a while ago now.
Oh, yeah,
it's probably like a year ago.
It was a bit ago.
So
yeah,
pretty crazy actually.
Oh wow, time flies too. Wow, that's true. Because like that's awesome. Well, we're really excited to have you. And I do want to say have a good lurk, Charlie the Goddess. Welcome in Rain, aka Ulo. Welcome in Rosie Dawn. I think it worked. I think the Cam Fam has found us. This is great. Exciting stuff. And King, of course.
Did you guys see a notification in Twitch and or in the Discord? I guess it wouldn't ping the Discord, right?
Right, not the Discord. The Discord would just be your channel.
Okay.
But
I need to ping the Discord.
Yeah.
Or Veda. Veda, you want to ping the Discord or King?
There you go. There you go. So yeah, shout out to our
Make the mods work.
To King, make the mods work. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know we're starting a little late, so let's go ahead and get this. Let's get it on, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. I'm so excited to have you all back here. We had such a fun time last night too with Rick the Voice, and now let's continue the fun. Hi, everybody. Oh crap! Oh, what was that about? Oh no. Okay, I'll fix that. I think I figured out what's going on. Well, hello. I'm Davey. This is the Sandwich Show. We are in the middle of two. Yeah, let's go, Sarah. We are in the middle of three interviews for this week, and this is the second of our 3 interviews. And we have a really awesome guest joining us. Like, we've known Sarah for a very long time on Twitch, and Sarah's been part of the scene 4 years. You just celebrated 4 years on Twitch recently. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And Sarah is a singer-songwriter and a live streamer and an overall arbiter of fun. Sarah, welcome to our neighborhood.
Thank you, Davey.
Absolutely. So nice to have you here.
She looks super familiar.
Yeah, I love that.
I wonder where I've seen her before.
Yeah. And welcome in Smarticus77. Hi, Davey. Hi, Sarah. Gonna have to lurk shortly as I am supposedly on duty. Might play hooky a little longer. No worries. It's great to see you, Hope.
And hi, Ulo.
Great to see Ulo as well. Ulo just requested one of your originals. Very exciting. But yeah, hello Ulo. It's good to see you again. Can we give Hoka a shout too? Hoka also hosts an awesome program where he gets to chat about all the things and really fun. And And Sarah, as we mentioned, you do have a really great catalog. You have like we were talking about this the other day too. Like we your interest in music from the 2000s seems to be unparalleled. It's a really cool. It's a really cool collection. Like I think a lot of the pop hits of the day, and I know your focus tends to be on the emo and the pop punk, bands like. Let me see. Well, let me just ask you. Like, what are some of your particularly favorite bands from that era?
Yeah. Boy, I would say definitely Reliant K,
Mm-hmm,
Paramore,
mm-hmm.
Switchfoot, Avril Lavigne for sure. Um, y'all shout out bands if I'm missing any. Those are kind of like the main ones. A lesser known band from that era that's one of my favorite favorites is the Rocket Summer.
Ooh.
So I don't know if anyone here knows the Rocket Summer. Um, but definitely he needs more attention.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
awesome. I'm gonna see him in concert in like a week and a half.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Hmm.
That's so cool. Um, I think it's really cool that when groups from that era. And I'm about to fix this because I know where this comes from. There you go. Easy peasy. I'll do it again over here. Because oh, you know what? I just realized I can fix it even further by doing that. But that's fine. Okay. But yeah. Anyway,
Wait,
just
Ulo, I missed it. What's Ulo's favorite song of mine?
hold
Oh,
on.
hold on.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aw.
We could play some of it on. I mean, play some of the studio version if you'd like me to. Like,
Yeah.
I could be glad to show that. Maybe a little later. We'll bring that into the
Yeah,
fold.
yeah.
Um, but remind me if I
We usually
forget.
do it as an ending song on my stream.
Right.
So,
It is such a
yeah.
vibe as an ending song. It's it's great. Like it's a really cool way to end a stream. Like it's so. I think my favorite thing about your the studio cuts you've produced you have out is how theatrical they are. Like they're so cinematic. Like just so dramatic and there's so many great production values. Like how how much have you enjoyed like the theater that's involved in and were you expecting it when you were recruiting people to produce your work? I'd love to learn more about that process.
Yeah. So, for that album in particular, I was working with a friend, and so we'd already known each other for a while, and he had a studio that he ran out of his home.
Mm-hmm.
And so, um, his favorite, like, his favorite bands are very much along the same lines. He's probably Blink 182's biggest fan ever. So, definitely contributed a lot of that sound to the album. And actually, I mean, everything you hear on that album is me and him. And then Nate is on one song with his vocals. And we did hire a drummer in Canada for a different song. But everything else is me and Rob, if you
Oh, I
can
love
believe
that.
it.
I love that. Let's see. I think I fixed that. That is now a Canadian drummer, fascinating. Like, is there was what is it about the Canadian drummer that appealed to you to recruit our to recruit that drummer for the album?
Yeah, well, um, so Rob programmed the drums for 9 of the songs,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which I just still am blown away by because you listen to it and, it doesn't sound like he was just like doing that on a keyboard.
Right.
Um, Incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. He has a great ear. And anyway, for the song The Plan, what we wanted to do was kind of more complicated, and Rob felt that it would be good to have a live drummer on that track. So, in fact, we had to kind of edit what we wanted to do because the drummer was like that's not quite like that's too challenging. like,
Oh, sure, sure.
like dial it back a little bit. And so, yeah. So anyway, he totally killed it because the drums on that song are way more complicated and um yeah, and we went through some site where you can hire musicians. So that's how we found him and listened to his work, connected with him, and he recorded everything in Canada in his studio and
Wow.
sent us the individual tracks, and Rob incorporated those in, and we went back and forth a little bit like, hey, can
Okay.
you adjust this or that, and got it done.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, that's really
Yep.
cool. Like, I'm really
Ryan Stevenson is
Ian
his name.
Stevenson, super duper.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say hello to
Yep.
Ferret Fawcett in our chat, who says hello, and says hello to you too, Sarah. It's nice to,
Hello.
yeah, glad to have you, Ferret. And yeah, we're gonna get to know our good friend Sarah Cameron. Music was based up in the state of California, as am I. Different parts of the state, but nonetheless, it's very exciting to have a fellow Californian on the program tonight. Um, and and yeah, I mean the kind of music you've covered, and it's certainly been there have been I think you've had a number of releases at this point. Definitely at least one album and some singles and EPs and things to go with it. What are you working on now? Are there any future releases on the horizon?
Yeah. Nothing super soon coming down the pipeline, but I do have things I'm working on. So, yes, I don't have a timeline for them though. So not a ton of news on that front, but I have been thinking it would also be really fun to possibly record some covers and actually like you know, release them to Spotify and such. But I need to get my home production game on lock for that to happen. So there's a lot of
I think you have some suggestions from the chat already.
oh my gosh. But
The
there's a lot of development. I need to develop my skills in that area a ton before any of that can happen. So that's where we're at with that.
Okay.
Otherwise, I need to hire it out. And so, yeah.
The chant is thunder.
So it'll be a little while probably.
That's fair.
In the meantime, though, I have decided, as part of launching the Patreon last week, which was so cool, that part of that is going to be, I'm committing to release a cover on YouTube every month. And so on one of the tiers, you can be a part of voting for that, for which song it's going to be. And then, yeah, so it's a little bit of accountability for me too, to make sure I'm putting stuff out there. So at least, at the very minimum, I will be dropping a cover on YouTube every month, even if it is not going to be released on Spotify. So
that's fun.
So that's
I mean,
cool.
YouTube is a really great place for people to discover even covers of songs. It's actually really fun to like find a song you like and see different versions of it. So I think that will definitely get you some audience.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's see. King says the community is pressuring Sarah to tour the southern. When King says community, does that mean King?
Yes. Can confirm.
The community is pressuring Sarah to tour southern U.S. to the point where it's unfair. I'm just giving King a hard time. It's all good. Let's see. Damn, I smell smoke. Oh my goodness. Veda says we need a song called "Ode to Sven," and it's just howling. But let me. But I do want to back King up on that though, because a tour of the Southern U.S. would be really fun. Like I think there could be a lot of potential. Yeah. So I recommend it too.
Yeah. It would be awesome.
14 minutes and I will turn this car around.
I could just go along the southern U.S. all the way to Florida and back.
I see where you're going with this.
You see?
Yeah.
Like a little mod tour, perhaps?
Yep. Veda says I can host
Veda's living room has amazing acoustics. Love that.
Boom.
See?
Boom.
Look at that.
Will you be streaming that?
Up.
I will locate my people and we will raid over if it is. She has to start in Texas. That was the agreement. Was there some negotiation in that agreement? I get.
There was no back and forth. It was more of a demand. King's gonna give me the sus face again in a second. I better watch out.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. But you could start in worse places, right? Especially for music purposes. So much great music coming out of Lone Star State. And actually, King and I we were talking about that earlier today. Like we're just talking about like all the different ideas for like where you can find live music in Austin. So yeah, there's only mod bullying. Well, that's on brand though. Like that's part of Twitch. Like that's just part of comes with the territory. So that's all right. But Vita has gigabit internet. Oh, that's nice. That sounds fantastic, Veda. Let's see. Thunder. Did you see who was coming?
Yes.
Sarah,
oh my gosh.
How much are you familiar with Sesame Street? Because like, would you have the wherewithal? Would you find yourself a decent authority in doing like a Sesame Street character tier list, specifically the Muppet characters? Like, you could totally do.
Oh gosh. We could try.
We could try.
It's been so long.
Yeah,
we could try though.
Okay. Maybe like the classic characters.
I'm down.
Oh, you are down. Okay. Could try that.
Yeah.
Let's see how many characters
also,
this is before we
reverse interview.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
What is your favorite Muppets movie?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. Good question.
This goes to the chat too.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of torn. I mean, I think one that's connected with me emotionally is The Muppets Take Manhattan, but that's because I watched it so many times on cable. But I think the Muppet movie is still probably the best one. I wish I had seen more of The Great Muppet Caper because it looked like a really fun movie, but I only got to watch 5 minutes and then I was interrupted and then I never saw it again. I couldn't find it on TV anymore. But it looked like a really fun one. Like I need to
listen. I'm really good at searching the internet for things. I could probably find it.
I'm all about it. So I'm just gonna side just to make this less complicated. I will side with the original Muppet movie because it was great. It was really great. There's so much character and energy in it. But the Muppets Take Manhattan is one that really is kind of part of my heart because I just remember being a kid watching it. It was really fun. And there were they all did, but that one had particularly huge number of cameos from famous people. So yeah, TIL, Sarah's a low-key pirate. She said it without saying it, Spartacus. Yeah.
Nate has done Kermit on stream. We call him Kerm-Nate.
Kerm-Nate? Nice.
It's
So
been
Sarah,
a while though.
What is your favorite then? Like, if my favorite is the Muppet movie, would be yours?
Well, you see, I don't remember. It's been so long. I don't remember which ones I've seen and which ones I haven't, but I feel like I've seen Muppets Take Manhattan. Like, that one's the one that I feel like is ringing a bell the most. I have to look it up, though.
One other fun fact about the Muppets Take Manhattan is that it features that really great dream sequence with Kermit and Piggy as babies and everybody else as babies.
Oh, yeah.
And that was what inspired the Muppet Babies cartoon show. Like, it was actually based on that scene. People might have thought that it was already out, but no, actually, the cartoon came from that. It was interesting. I was like, wow, this is like in 3D. Like, it was kind of neat. Like,
yeah.
Like, so,
yeah, I'm going to go with Muppets Take Manhattan because
yeah,
that is the one I remember the most.
I love it. I mean,
but now I need to look up the original Muppets movie.
Yeah. There were really good production values on really all of them, but Muppets Take Manhattan, absolutely. It was great. Like, and I was kind of looking forward to the next one, but then there wouldn't be a next one for a while. Like, I think the next full-length movie, and feel free, Muppet fans can feel free to clarify this for me, but I'm pretty sure the next one wouldn't be for another 8 years, and that was the really good, by the way, the really good Muppet Christmas Carol, which is a phenomenal movie.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! Wait, I might change to that one.
I would endorse that. It was really good. It was really good. It was really good. Yeah. It was a family tradition for us. Like, we would watch that every single year, and it was great. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It takes one to know one you know. Oh, Smarkus, nice. ah, ah, ah. Um, but yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. I do love your. I keep saying, I just mentioned you were the arbiter of fun. I do love the fun that we have on your channel, and
Yes.
um, was that always? I mean, when you set out to stream, was this always part of the plan? Like, were you planning to just have these conversations with the chat and kind of just get into stuff like that from the jump?
I mean, I guess.
Okay, okay.
I didn't really come into it with a plan.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, it's yeah. I
I
got you.
just, yeah, I just kind of from the start just connected with chat and um yeah, I I wanted to be always really engaged with chat and not make people feel like they were just watching a performance or something. Um because and I guess part of that comes from the way my friend who introduced me to Twitch explained it to me before I knew what Twitch even was. Is he said, it's like long form social media, and it's like you're sitting in someone's living room, hanging out with them for hours, and you're just chilling, and you're you're just like chatting with them and like watching them play some music or whatever, and like it's super chill. So that was my initial uh idea of Twitch. My perception was like, oh yeah, it's just like super chill, we're just like hanging out and doing some music and stuff. So um yeah, and then watching streams because I was a viewer for a couple weeks before I launched my own channel and kind of got to know the culture a little bit, um, which I think was super helpful rather than just like going in cold and not knowing anything about what was going on. Plus, then I had some friends who I already knew once I started streaming, so that was really cool. But I forgot where I was going with that. I was gonna say, I don't know. Yeah, but it was a good way to get to know the culture. And oh, I know where I was going with that. I, I saw that sometimes it seemed like people were kind of ignoring the chat, or they like wouldn't interact as much. And I was kind of like, oh, I don't like that's fine for them. It doesn't feel like me,
Yeah.
like for me, it feels more genuine for who I am to be like talking back and forth and whatnot. So, like, very interactive and fun and just like joking around. Um, yeah, because that's just like my personality. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I love that so much because you're really taking advantage of the platform with that attitude. I think it's great. It's come through. And a couple other points. I would like to thank King Dambreaker for the gift sub to Sarah Cameron Music. Let's go. Thank you.
Thank
Pump it
you,
up. I
King!
love pew 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 pew. And let's say hello to our good friend John Oakwood. What's good, my friend? Welcome in. Shout out to John Oakwood. So
What's
nice to
up,
see you.
John?
No, so nice to see you. So let's take a break from our discussion for a minute. Or do you have your sandwich ready? Is it a hot sandwich? Like, is it a cold sandwich?
I do. It is a hot sandwich.
Okay.
Well,
So
it's not hot anymore, but I just have to say I agree with Rosie. I do have the best mods.
I love it. I love it.
And King loves when I do finger guns, so there you go, King.
Rosie, that's great. Okay, so let me bring in the segment, and then we'll do sandwiches, and then I'll get my sandwich, and you'll get your sandwich, and then we shall consume the sandwiches, and then continue from there. I'm excited. There we go. Time for the sandwich of the week. All right, so I'm gonna get my sandwich, and as I do, I'm gonna give it to Sarah to preview or showcase the sandwich of the week for our spot. Sarah, it's all yours.
All right.
Hold on. Let me clear that first. Okay, there you go.
This week, the sandwich I have made is a turkey pesto with pepper jack cheese. Let's see if we can get a good view of that. My camera's not on autofocus, so this is the best we can do. There you have it. All right, let's see. See how I did. Oh, you see, it's kind of cold now. It's okay. mm. Mm-hmm. With the pesto, it's so good. I didn't bring a napkin. Hang on, I have a Kleenex.
Okay.
1 second.
Yeah, I love the choice. I love the choice. Chicken pesto is a quality choice. Now, do burgers count as sandwiches? Yes, absolutely, Veda. Absolutely. Let me see. Make Sarah got all fancy. Yeah. It's so say that is yummy. I love it. Love it, Smarticus. It's a hit. You've got a hit on your hands, just like your song. Like it's a hit.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh. If I had my own chart called Sandwich Board, it would be ranked number 1. Like it would be number 1. Yeah. But I'll say this, coming in a close second tonight. We're gonna go in a little different direction for the Davy sandwich of the week. And yes, because you know what? I know that with our shared love of this we gotta do this again. You know what though? This is gonna be, even with all that, it's still worth this setup with the stream together, combining with the Discord. But anyway, our shared love of this food, it only made sense for me tonight to go with the churro ice cream sandwich. Check it out.
No way!
Did you know they made these? Isn't that cool?
No! I've never seen that before.
Yeah. This is exciting. So let me go unwrap it, and I'll show you what it looks like unwrapped. And that's amazing. Like I was like, oh, I have to get this. Once I found out that it exists, I'm like, oh, this needs to happen for Sarah's show.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, so we're unpacking it. All right. Give me a second here. This gets sloppy. Just gets very, very sloppy. Sneaks into Davy's room and swipes. That's as smart. Yeah, I feel it. Okay, here it is. Oh my goodness. Because there's caramel inside too. It's like,
look at that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many hours would it be to drive there?
You could do it in 6 if you really put the pedal to the metal. Like you could do it in 6. Like if you really.
All right, stick it in the freezer.
I got a couple extra ones in there, so I got you, Sarah. I got you.
That looks so good.
I know. This looks so good, and yours looks so good too. Like yours looks amazing.
And you haven't tried this before, right?
No. So this is the first taste.
Okay.
For me. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a winner.
And then the caramels on the inside. It's just like it's so
good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Fat
Boy cinnamon churro ice cream sandwich. Go find it in your grocery store. Everybody, because if you go to your grocery store, you'll probably see it too. I highly recommend.
Awesome.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
And then it's vanilla ice cream with caramel. Nice.
Rosie says we want to see the caramel.
So
oh yeah. I think I got it here. 1 second. It's really embedded in there, but I think it's in there. You see that in the middle?
Yeah.
Come on, focus. Hard to see, but
that looks awesome.
Yeah, you can kind of see on the edge too, in the periphery. Oh my gosh, this looks. The camera likes my face too much. Oh my goodness, stop. Yeah. Isn't that look good, Rosie? I mean, it was. What a win. Imagine now you had a meal and you started it with Sarah's chicken pesto sandwich, and then you ended it with this cinnamon churro ice cream sandwich.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's a night. Night of the night, my friends.
That's an amazing meal right there.
Smarticus is all the characters
Smart.
totally having to clean my keyboard from the excessive drool. It's unbelievable. Well, this is perfection. Yes.
Truly. That's so good.
This meal better happen the next time I'm in that direction. So, let's get to it. Let's rank just a few characters from Sesame Street. I didn't put them all up.
Okay.
Just the biggest ones. So give me a second here to load this up. This will take a minute. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, I've got a lot of work to do. Okay, forget it. We'll go over here instead. This is going to be too much to clean up in one sitting. I was left over from a super trivia challenge.
I was going to ask if that was from the super trivia.
Yeah. It was such a fun show. Sarah, I would like to extend an invite to you here on the spot to go to join us for the next one.
I would love that.
I love it.
1000% yes.
Okay, absolutely. I will keep you in the loop. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing time, the next one we do. So, John says, hey, it's Scream from our moral victory. It was John's team lost by like a point. It was a tough battle.
My gosh,
yeah.
John.
I hated that someone had to lose that because it was such a great battle. It was such a great trivia contest. But what a battle. Anyway, we are ranking Sesame Street characters. You can see them here. This is the Sesame Street. Dog water would be the lowest value. I think we're going to get...
I need to make the video bigger.
Okay. Yeah. Make the thing. Oh, gosh. I take this out too. Where are you? Okay. Where are you? So sorry.
Where are you?
I can't even say that phrase anymore without thinking of Tom DeLonge. It's just impossible.
Okay, I'm gonna put the chat over here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make this just full screen. That didn't help.
Let me zoom in a little bit more then.
I think I know their names. If not, if I can't read.
Oh
the name,
no! I'll read it.
I'll
read it out. I'm sorry. You're not gonna. You're not gonna be able to read it from here. This is impossible.
I was like, this is tiny.
Okay. So the first of the character we're gonna evaluate is one of the newer ones. This is Abby Cadabby. Does anyone know Abby Cadabby from recent vintage?
Literally no.
No. Okay. I don't have a strong opinion because I don't remember a lot about Abby Cadabby. I think Abby Cadabby's solid though, not annoying at all. So,
cool, Smarticus.
Smarticus is my daughter with Abby Cadabby for 1 year. That's super cool. And Jordy, welcome in. Jordy says, hello, Davey and friends. How are you doing? We're doing very well. We just had some awesome sandwiches tonight. Mine is just about melted, but it's really good. It's a churro ice cream sandwich. Sarah had a chicken pesto sandwich. Okay.
Turkey pesto. Close.
Oh, turkey pesto. Sorry.
With pepper jack. Yeah.
I didn't hear about the pepper jack. Oh my gosh. That sounds great.
Oh, yeah. 1000%.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so good.
Show that again. I'm sorry. I didn't zoom in on it.
Here we go.
Oh, that looks amazing.
A turkey pesto with pepper jack. And I was rushing a little bit before stream. If I had had more time, I would also have put some avocado on here.
Nice.
But, alas, next time.
Okay. So I think Abby Cadabby's solid. Maybe we'll put it under B for besties.
Perfect.
Not bad. Next, Baby Bear. Do you have any opinions on Baby Bear? Because I do actually.
I don't have strong opinions.
Okay. I think Baby Bear is the most...
I'm trying to remember anything about Baby Bear. There's a vague memory.
Baby Bear talked with he's a baby bear, and he talked with a Brooklyn accent, and he is one of my favorite characters of the '90s.
Yeah.
He was so good. Baby Bear is the most underrated character in Sesame Street. Like, he's really fun. I love Baby Bear.
I would put him as a classic then.
Absolutely, I would
Yeah.
agree with that. And anyone in chat, if you have opinions about any of these Sesame Street characters, I would love to hear them. She at least had the cheese, so it's all good. Nice. Wowee, that looks good, Sarah. Speaking about your sandwich. Yeah, pretty good.
Yes.
Okay, so next we go up to Bert. Now, who couldn't love Bert?
Truly.
Yeah, I mean,
What's the top category here? Because
the
your
top
video is
category
over it.
is Sesame.
Ah.
Yeah, Sesame. So it's S tier. So S tier, they named them after the letters, like Sesame's Sesame's S, and then A is a classic. And so S is the toppest of the top category, like vintage, signature, slam dunk category.
I would put Bert there.
Yeah, I would too.
Personally.
Bert came up with a dance, doing the pigeon. Like, Bert is the greatest, coolest nerd there's ever been on Sesame Street. Like, so
this
good.
is true.
Yeah. So if we got a Bert, you have to also rank Ernie, who was always the one getting annoying Bert during the day.
Yes.
And Sarah, what do you think?
S tier for sure. They're a pair. You can't
You
split
can't,
them up.
exactly. I mean, you can't have one without the other, Like, exactly. So they're both S tier. Yeah. But, hey, Mayfly, what's going on? Can we give a shout to that EFAT guy? Thank
What's
you.
up, Brian?
Bert is an icon. Absolutely. Definitely one of my favorites, too. Like, really good. Is C tier, John? I feel like I know which side you were on those arguments. That's funny. So Johnson's Bert is S tier and Ernie is C tier.
What?
One too many rubber duckies for John Oakwood. Yeah. That's funny. He's just antagonizing Bert constantly. That's true, though. That's true. That's fair. Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair. Ernie was the consummate troll. Like, Ernie would love Twitch because Ernie could be just Twitch. Ernie could. I mean, maybe Ernie does. Like, Ernie's still around, but I mean. But you know what? One of my favorite things about that, though, Ernie was always the one antagonizing Bert. But you know who was always antagonizing Ernie? Did you know? Because
I don't remember.
Even Ernie had that guy that was always just getting on his case and always trolling him. And that fellow was Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster was the biggest troll of Ernie. Cookie Monster would continuously annoy Ernie to know. It was amazing to see. And Ernie would just get so frustrated having to deal with Cookie Monster all the time. And then Cookie Monster would always eat all of his cookies.
Yes.
So, honestly, Cookie Monster is my single greatest favorite character from Sesame Street, period. Like, it's the best. He's the best. Cookie Monster is amazing. He's just he's so chic and yet such a glutton and yet also so funny at the same time. Like, Cookie Monster is it. So, Sarah, any disagreements or
Cookie
thoughts?
Monster would totally have stolen your churro ice cream sandwich because that's basically cookies and ice cream.
I would never have even been able to show it on the screen. Cookie Monster
It's true. It would have been gone already.
Yeah, it would have been. Churro ice cream sandwich. Oh my gosh. It's over. I would never have a chance with a cookie in this apartment. Oh my gosh. Jordan says, Davey, do the Bert and Ernie voice. Let's hear it. Well, I did Bert. And Ernie would be like, that would be the Ernie laugh. Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. What do you think if I turn up the volume, Bert? Yeah. So there you go. We have Johnson. That's why Cookie Monster is S tier. Absolutely. Like, I have so much respect for someone that can be so entertaining, And he could class it up too. Do you remember Masterpiece Theater? And he would just
Oh yeah.
and meet Alistair Cookie. So good. Just sitting there on the couch with his robe and just like leaning back and like introducing like highbrow Sesame Street segment.
Yes.
Um, like he was, oof, what did Ernie do to you? No, but it's because Ernie was always a pest to Bert. I understand the position. Okay, so let's see, where are we at? Okay, so now we are up to
Big Bird.
Big Bird. All right, Sarah, what do you think?
I mean, come on. I feel like I'm gonna throw most of these in the Sesame category, and I'm a little nervous about it because I feel like I need to be a little more picky than that.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's Big Bird. I mean, he's an icon of Sesame Street.
Correct.
So, is he a classic or is he Sesame tier?
Oh boy, Sesame.
I feel like he's Sesame tier.
Well, I mean, Smarticus says, "Oh boy, I'm hesitant to type." And Eflat says, "Do we even have to discuss Big Bird, though?" Well, I mean, you know, I'm coming out of this a little different. The cultural significance of Big Bird is obvious. Like he's like, if you think what single character kind of represents Sesame Street the most, it's obviously Big Bird, because you see Big Bird the most during the street segments, which is like the not recurring segments, like the original content of each episode. Because the rest of the stuff is kind of like commercials, like they repeat segments over and over. And I think that's why, like, the other characters do end up in the street segments sometimes, but with the recurring segments, you will never see Big Bird in any of them. Like, he's always on the what's it called, the current events I don't even know how you describe it, but the new
with Oscar.
Yeah, always with Oscar. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And Eflas is quite literally between Big Bird and Cookie Monster for the face of Sesame, without question. John Oakwood says, I love Big Bird, and I felt for him so badly when they had to explain to him what happened when one of the characters passed away. Yeah, I wasn't around for that, but golly, if you ever see it on YouTube, holy crap. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But holy moly, it was just, oh. But it was important. It was an important thing to do for that series, because it was characters being honest with themselves. But Mr. Hooper used to be like the owner of the general store on Sesame Street. And so when the actual character, the actor that played that character passed away in years and years and years ago, they actually played that out on the series. They didn't just replace the actor.
Oh my gosh.
So that got intense. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was hard.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, I didn't either. But
well, if I want to cry, I know what to look up on YouTube. So thank you.
Yeah. King says, "Yeah, do not watch that clip on YouTube without adult supervision." It was a viewer discretion is advised. John says it was a sad but powerful moment. Yeah, and it was really great. You know, like I hope it won an Emmy that year, whatever year that was, because it was amazing. Like, yeah. Jordan says, I say Big Bird is A tier. Rosie says S. Personally, I'm gonna put him in S tier, but I kind of think Cookie Monster was a more enjoyable character for me. But as I said, Big Bird definitely was a huge part of the show, so I think I have to, you know, even though
honestly, the first word that came to mind was like classic.
Yeah.
But in my mind, classic should be like the highest tier, because it's like, oh, these are the like standout characters.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm okay with either one. So if we want to put them in classic, we certainly can.
We can, but I think because essentially Big Bird is the logo of the show, I think I'll leave it at Sesame. And I think I don't think he's necessarily my favorite character or even the best character, right? But I think the fact that it's such a big part of the show, like even if you took Cookie Monster out, that would suck. Like, but you could keep doing the show without Cookie Monster. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
But you can't do that.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd be very weird. Like, you know, it's like Well, there'd be people just with like all these leftover cookies all over the street. Like, why are there so many cookies? But, um, oh, Robbie,
There's
what's
no
going on?
one to eat them.
I know, like, there's no one to eat.
Who will eat the cookies?
That's so funny. Yeah.
Hi, Robbie.
Robbie, it's great to see you. Welcome in, friend. Shout out to our friend Robbie. That's so nice to see you. Has Sarah done a sandwich show before, or is this the first? This is that's a good question. She has done a sandwich. You have done the show before, but it was for a different reason. It wasn't an interview. It was we were doing a big
Oh.
Yeah. I think I remember that.
Yes.
Is that right? I think I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Big Bill. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
That's true. I wasn't thinking of that as the sandwich show. So
right. No, that's
yes.
fair too, because like, so with regard to the interview series, this is our first, and I'm very excited about it. It's been
true
a blast so far. Anyway, what happens here? John Oakwitz says it's too bad Statler and Waldorf weren't on Sesame Street. They tower over everyone else. I hope you saw what I did there.
Is this a sports reference?
No, it's
not. I assume.
Statler.
No?
No, because those are, I think, if I remember correctly, the Waldorf is the Waldorf Astoria. So he was named after the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. I don't know if Statler is named after a building in New York, but Waldorf definitely was. So I think that's the pun involved in this joke. Yeah, like those two would force the show off of PBS and on the network TV. They might post them on the HBO. the way they're just trolling and what is the word? Roasting everybody, like every single episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. E-Flat says, looking at some of these characters, I'm now realizing that I haven't watched as much Sesame Street as I thought. No, that's understandable. I understand. Yeah. And I haven't. Well, I mean, we shouldn't have. We shouldn't. If we're still watching it now, that'd be kind of nuts, actually. If we're watching on a regular basis, a lot of things would have to have happened for that to happen. But you know, we get the idea. But going off of what I remember from my youth and maybe even my preteen years, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun going through these characters again. And yeah, I think it's probably the last time I watched Sesame Street on a daily basis. Probably, I mean, I gotta think it was like 30 years ago now. It was a while ago, but you were talking about Statler Wall with KR. That's funny. Oh, Rain, have a good night. Nice to see you again. He says, sadly, it's bedtime for me, Davey. Thanks for the great time, Davey and Sarah. Take care all, and have a good one. Rain, you as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Good night.
Oh, Veda says he's named after the Statler Hotel. Okay, so then I picked up the reference perfectly. Yeah. Robbie says, I mean, I still watch it some, but I have kids. Well, that's understandable. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. King says, those were the two up in the balcony making fun of everyone in the Muppet Show. Correct. Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Thank you for connecting those dots for me, King. That makes sense.
Yep. I think it's the Hotel Pennsylvania. Oh, nice. Wait, what is Sesame Street Place, Philadelphia? Oh, I'm not completely up on that. Philadelphia, Hotel Penn. I remember Hotel Penn. I mean, I remembered a little bit because I was looking to places to stay in New York City, and Hotel Penn was one of them. But there were reviews like, yeah, this place is old. It's got a bunch of cockroaches. Like, okay, I guess I won't. But it's still around. Still around. Yeah. Oh, I see. It became the Hotel Penn. I got you. I got you, Beta.
And then Robbie says, and we go to Sesame Place, Philadelphia.
Sesame Place
an amusement park outside Philly. Oh. Cool.
That'd be cool to watch. Check it out. Yeah, it's freaking amazing, says Robbie. Nice. Okay. So let's carry on. Good.
Robbie should have some opinions as we go through this.
Oh, yes. Steggy! Welcome in, Steggy. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, Steggy.
Shout out to Steggy Music. Yeah, we are here with Sarah Cameron Music tonight. It's great to see our friend join us on the program for our first interview in sandwich show history. Shout out to our friend Steggy. Steggy says, I mean, I haven't seen Sesame Street in years, but who is Baby Bear and why are they the stuff of nightmares? No. I don't agree with that.
Wow.
I don't agree with that. Baby Bear is a gentle soul. I like Baby Bear a lot. I think Baby
Poor
Bear.
baby bear.
Yeah. Baby Bear was definitely one of the more misunderstood Sesame Street Muppet characters. But zoom in on Baby Bear, that dude is cursed.
I
Well,
mean, he does look kind of scary from here.
yeah, we probably should zoom in on Baby Bear. Well, let me just see. Hold on, Sarah. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to go get a Baby Bear Sesame Street. Maybe it won't be so cursed if we zoom in on it. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if we can redeem Baby Bear here. Yeah, there's Baby Bear. Baby Bear's looking happy. Like, there's a Baby Bear with. Okay, let me just. Hold on. I'm almost there. There we go. Cool. Okay, so this is Baby Bear.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, seeing him like that, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember Baby Bear.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
The
he's still.
other picture, not so much.
Yeah. Stacky. Well, if maybe Baby Bear still cursed. I don't know, but back we go.
Oh wait, that's right, Robbie. Wow, I forgot it was for that video.
Look at that. Sesame Fearless. Nice. Well, what an honor that is then, Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fearless used for a video. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Scarry eyes, says Rosie. Okay, man. All right, let's go back.
Scary.
Scary eyes. It's not easy being bear. It's just not so easy. Oh my gosh. That is not the image in the rank list. All right, very well. Okay. Now Jordy says, what happens if you put a Sesame Street character in a jar of brine? Pickle me Elmo. All right. That's funny. Okay. We're back here.
I feel like that works best if it's Elmo specifically.
It has to be Elmo. Speaking of which, I don't want to rank him higher than C, but I'm willing to entertain your opinion, Sarah.
I'm good with C.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care if Elmo's like the most popular character now. Like, I'm not having it. Like, Elmo is all the annoyance without any of the charm of Ernie, and it's just, I don't get it. Like, I feel like Elmo's gotten more annoying over time too. So no, yeah, I won't tell my kids. Nice, cases haters. I'm sorry, but if you don't listen, Kermit at S2. Oh no. We will definitely. I think we're in good hands on that one. Yeah. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Elmo though specifically, Sarah? Like, I'd love to hear.
I mean, he's kind of annoying, but I don't mind him.
Yeah.
If it were me, I would have probably ranked him higher.
Okay.
But I understand it.
Yeah.
And I understand the reasoning, so like I'm good with C tier.
How much? Wait. Well, how much higher would you go? Like, maybe we can negotiate that.
Maybe to B.
B. Okay. I can agree with B. I feel like there's enough Elmo supporters out there that we can support that. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. Elmo was done, but after the Tickle Me Elmo craze, which I remember extremely well, which is probably why I ranked him C. But because I was King Dampbreaker. John says, reminds me of a joke. What's the first thing that Tickle Me Elmo's got before leaving the factory?
The last thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the last thing that Tickle Me Elmo's got before leaving the factory? Testicles. John. We have in present company, John. Oh my goodness. I have to read it really slowly.
Gosh.
Test tickles. There we go.
There we go. Long pause.
No, it's all right, John. It's all right. You're good. Oh my gosh. I'm just. Alrighty. Let's continue. Countdown. All right. Count Von John Jokewood, ladies and gentlemen. Long pause. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I'm behind on dings. We need to use some dings for these. That was for John, and then the other one for Jordy, and then I think there was one other one. There we go. Amazing. There's a go to jail emote in the chat. That's great. Good. Well done, Steggy. Joke would tip your bartenders and waitresses. Try the veal or the fish. Do you have a preference? Veal can be pretty good. Like I actually have tried it once. It's pretty good. But
King, I am shocked that you didn't say try the fish and chips.
shocked, shocking.
Because a few months ago I played a live gig at a restaurant, and one of the things on the menu was fish and chips.
Ooh.
And so now, whenever I play a live gig and I stream it, they always ask if, well, usually because Lisa's there, Celtic Lass Creations. So she lives in like the next town over, which is so crazy. So we've actually gotten to meet in person a couple times, and that's awesome. But anyway, so now the joke is always, Lisa, are you getting the fish and chips? And actually, yes, I did get the fish and chips personally. And they were good.
Let's pump it up. Let's go. How was it?
What, the fish and chips?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
yes.
I wouldn't, honestly, if you were like, it was okay, I would have respected that too, because like.
It was good. It was a little bit soggy.
Okay.
Simply because it had been sitting. Like, they tried to time it, for the end of my gig, but then I had to tear down and drive home and then eat.
Oh, sure.
So,
sure. I got you.
But I mean, if it had been like fresh, it would have been great. So I didn't mind though. At the end of a gig, at the end of the long night, you just want something to eat, honestly.
Yeah.
So it was great. Loved it.
Got you. Respect. How about the Count? Count Von Count. I love to count.
Okay, Count Von Count is like my favorite.
Yes.
Love him.
Let's go.
So S.
S tier for sure. Yeah, no argument for me.
Yes. What are your thoughts?
Oh, he's fantastic. Count is the best. Like he'll count everything. Like one floor, two floors. It's just so ridiculous. I love it.
That was good.
Thank you. Three floors. 72, 70. It's amazing. Yeah. So, but little fun fact: when one of the movies that came out from Sesame Street actually has movies too. So there was a movie that came out called Follow That Bird, which is the first Sesame Street movie that was released to theaters. Count Von Count counted every single credit at the end of the movie. He counted all of them, and at the end, he's like, "That was 3,752 credits." Anybody that stayed in the theater that long and actually saw that must have been amazing. Like that.
Wow.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
That's so good.
Yeah. King says, and it's an eating establishment. Didn't they let you eat there? Well, no. I mean, maybe. I imagine you were going home because the gig was over and everything, right?
Well, see, King, it was closing time.
Right. That's good point. Yeah. But thank you, John.
One last call for fish and chips.
Oh, Jordy. Here comes Jordy with another pun. Jordy says, Count Von Count is the only Sesame Street character that counts.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Well played.
I like it. King says, okay, yeah, I set her up for that. Oh, did you really? We'll give you another ding too. We were hitting the world record for dings on this channel like tonight. This is great. Okay. So next let's go to America's favorite waiter, Grover. This is great. What do you think? What do you think of Grover?
I would put him in the B tier.
Okay.
Like, he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah. Like, Grover is cool. Grover is good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Super Grover. Super Grover is outrageous. Like, it's so silly.
Yes.
I like Waiter Grover. But I don't think there's I wouldn't want Grover in every single segment, necessarily. Grover's good. He loves to, because of Grover, I know what near and far is now. I know. So like, in fact, yeah, Grover's solid. Like, I don't think I would necessarily put Grover in any higher than B either. Like, Grover's good, not great, but good. You know, like definitely a functional, important part of Sesame Street. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does the chat think of Grover? Because this, I would be very interested to see what the chat thinks. Jordy says, I find Grover more annoying than Elmo. I mean, that's when you talk about how he screws up orders all the time, or how the other guy screws up orders for him all the time, I can understand that. Yeah. Veda says Grover is my favorite. There. Oh, okay. Yeah. And John says I like Grover. A tier for me. I like it. Yeah. If we get one more vote for A tier, we could probably move him. Well, I can move Grover up to A tier. I could, because I also don't like the idea of Grover being equal with Elmo. I don't really agree with that. I think
that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. So let me go do that.
Or we move Elmo down.
Well, someone's got to be on that tier, right? So it may as well be Elmo.
Yeah.
Not particularly big.
Elmo.
Have you ever seen Rage Elmo though? Like Elmo like singing like System of a Down or something like that. Like it's amazing. Like I laughed so hard when I first saw that on socials for the first time. It was unbelievable. Okay. So that's Elmo, that's Grover. And Veda says Grover's my favorite. That's cool. Super cool. Yeah. All right. Next is Guy Smiley. What the one of the great all-time great game show hosts ever. Like,
oh yeah, I feel like he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
But he doesn't scream Sesame or A tier to me.
I
might be besties. Or you think classic?
I think my love of game shows is going to color my opinion on this because I love game shows so much. So I'm going to say classic.
True.
But truthfully,
let's go with classic.
Classic. Well, all right, yeah. I mean, because I would probably agree with you on the besties though overall, because like, yeah, Sesame Street rated PG-13. Interesting. I like. But what does everyone think of Guy Smiley? He's like, yeah, he was really loud. That's what I remember. Guy Smiley was really. Yeah. Okay, but now, I hope Steggy's still in chat and everybody else is still in chat. Kermit the Frog. I mean, easy S tier, right? Sesame tier. Wouldn't you say?
Definitely D tier.
What?
I'm kidding.
What? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Holy cow.
About to start a riot in the chat.
And I predict another riot.
Yeah. I predict a riot.
Guy Smiley's cool. Like,
got you.
Dude. The shock on my face. I know. It got us all pretty good. But you can't deny it. Kermit has been there.
I think we're all thinking the same thing, right? Yeah, S tier for sure.
Easy.
Great.
Kermit is the glue. And I actually agree with Veda on Mr. Snuffleupagus. Now, we don't really see Mr. Snuffleupagus Snuffy anymore, but in the old days, Snuffy was awesome. Like, Snuffy was just... It's hard to describe why Snuffy was so cool. I don't know, Bird. It might be a good idea. But Snuffy was great. Like, I just think he was so unique, but without being annoying. Like, I just think it was really...
Yeah.
What do you think, Sarah?
I think S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love Steggy's approval for Kermit. I mean, you have to. Like, when news breaks, Kermit comes on the air and reports it. Like, it's important that yeah. Kermit the Frog is way better than Elmo. Oh, that's yeah, absolutely easy. Like, Kermit anchored 2 shows. He anchored Sesame Street, and then later he went on and did the Muppet Show. Like, Kermit is iconic. Like,
True.
If Big Bird's the face of Sesame Street, Kermit's the face of the entire Muppets like company, right? And obviously he is, but I mean, but you know what I mean. Like, for good reason, it's justified. Like, it's absolutely great. So yeah, I think like everybody's good with Snuffy. I mean, granted, I know, like I said, if you watch Sesame Street at any point in the 21st century, you probably don't see a lot of Snuffy now, but but in the like the first like
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure of that too, because like I don't remember even seeing Snuffy in a segment or in a clip or anything.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I'd have to look up and see if Snuffy's still even an active character. I don't know. Maybe. I would be surprised too, though. Yeah, yeah. But
Let's see.
let me know if what you find, Sarah. Meanwhile,
Researching.
I don't know if Snuffy was taken off the show. I'm just like, I just don't remember. Like, I just haven't really seen plenty of segments with like Rosita and Abby Cadavi and Elmo and Bert and Ernie, right? And Oscar, right? But and Big Bird, of course. But I could not tell you the last time I saw Snuffy in a commercial or any kind of reference or clip from Sesame Street since like 2000. Like it's been that long. Like What
Interesting.
have you found
Well, it
anything?
says he's still an active character.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But let's see. When was he last on?
That's a great question. I mean, probably maybe he was within the last like month or so, but I just feel like he's not on the show as much as before, which it might happen. It can happen.
What the heck? Okay.
Oh, what happened?
The internet's giving me a variety of answers.
Uh-oh.
So first, several sources said, "Oh yeah, Snuffy's still an active character." And then I see, now this is the AI overview. So it could be incorrect.
Right.
So let me see if I can find another source. But I don't know. According to the AI overview, it says his last appearance in a regular, so there's a keyword, Sesame Street episode was in season 25, episode 19, which aired in November 1985.
No, I know that's not true. Because like
I can't believe that.
No, that's not true. I know that's not true. Because how would I have even remembered the character if that was true? Like I started watching that show after that. Well, yeah, reruns, but when it was on when I was little, like it wasn't reruns. It was just whatever the week was, that whatever that year was, that week's episode.
Yeah.
They didn't even start showing reruns of Sesame Street until like about 1999 when they had like that one cable channel that had it, but and they didn't have YouTube back then either, so it's like I know Snuffy existed during the prism of when I grew up, which would have been well after 1985 actually. So Mandela effect.
So weird.
Yes. Well, we can investigate that further as we go.
We may never know.
Yeah. Beta says I need to leave 9.5 hours. I haven't finished back. Uh oh, Beta. Okay. Rosie.
Wait, Rosie said, "Yeah, I thought I read inspired by Elmo." Also, is my video super wonky?
It just got a little super wonky. Yeah. But I think it'll correct itself.
Weird.
Sarah has many original songs inspired by Elmo and Pop Punk genres. That would be funny. Let's see.
Weird. Should I disconnect real quick?
I guess you could.
There's movement.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'll try to get you back. Hold on, folks. We're gonna reconnect with Sarah in a second here. Sarah's turned into a robot, so we'll see how this goes.
I lost my cursor. Hang on.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and disconnect your call for a second here, Sarah, but just jump right on in. And hold on, folks. This is a good opportunity to catch up on chat, though. Smarticus says Snuffy was originally Big Bird's imaginary friend. Ultimately, they changed him to be real, as not to normalize a child having intimate contact that isn't available for others. It's weird, but related to social issue changes. Oh, I see. Yeah. I do remember there's a whole thing behind that. I only knew Snuffy as an actual being, so I did not get to experience the imaginary friend component of Snuffleupagus, of Mr. Snuffleupagus at the time. But Snuffy was still cool even. Oh, what did I just do? Oh crap. Okay, hold on. I'm faffing everything here. Okay, let's see if we can get Sarah back on here. Catching up on chat some more though. This is the beginning. This is how the robots take over. Oh no. Jordan says, I remember watching Snuffy in the early 2000s. Yeah. Oh, really? 60 Minutes did a story about that? Abuse type stuff. Wow. Yeah. With regard to imaginary friends? Oh man, that's crazy. Rip Sarah, Justice for Sarah. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what happened. Oh. Am I still on? I'm checking if it's my internet. I don't think so. I think I'm okay. So, I haven't gotten Sarah back yet. I don't hear Sarah either. So we're going to just try it again. I'll wait for Sarah to jump back in the call. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, hey, Ferdane, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hello there. Can we give a shout to Ferdane and friends? Nice to see you, Ferdane. Good to see you. Okay, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna see if Sarah can jump. I think Sarah's back on the call. No, Sarah's not back on the call. We'll wait for Sarah to rejoin on the call in a moment. But yeah, let me go catch up in chat. But can we give a shout to Ferdane and friends? So nice to see you, my friend. We were just talking about all sorts of stuff today, and we had some great sandwiches, and we are ranking Sesame Street characters. So chat, let's just take it home while we wait for Sarah to rejoin the call. We are up to Oscar the Grouch, and we'll get Sarah's thoughts on these characters too as we go. But Oscar the Grouch. Do we say that this is a? Do we say that Oscar? Now, let's see. Oscar the Grouch. Are we saying S tier? I would say S tier. I think it's an S tier character. What does everyone else think? Jordy says, I still remember the episode of Sesame Street with James Blunt singing a version of You're Beautiful. That's true. That was an episode, yeah. And that joke would hello, Hoke, Robbie, my liege, and that joke would. I love that. Say, Davey, try now. Okay, great. Let me go ahead and get you back. Sarah, 1 second. Jump back on the call. Let's see how this goes. Popping back out. Oh, what did I? Okay, do we have Sarah? Do we hear Sarah? Yay, we're back. Welcome back, Sarah. Thank you for returning.
That was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, my connection just went kaput.
Oh,
we're back.
Okay, cool. Welcome back. And yeah, nice win for Robbie's team. I know that the Caps have been pretty hot lately. Let's see. Veda says, okay, I'm going to step away to get some more packing. All right, Veda, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Veda. Good to see you, and hopefully we'll see you back in a little bit as well. So, I hope the packing goes well meanwhile. And yeah, give our friend Ferdane a follow. What a talented friend we have. So, Oscar, what do you think? S tier?
Oscar, I would put either S tier or A tier.
Okay.
But I think you're right. I think S tier.
Oscar was great. Like, Oscar was always. I think you need to have that heel on a show like, and when you talk about shows like that, you need to have a heel in your group.
Yeah.
And Oscar was always the greatest heel, and I rather enjoyed Oscar's company. It was just great to see how he would be the yang to everyone else's yin, and honestly, he had human moments too. He's not completely miserable. Like he often would be like trying to help people out once in a while. Exactly. For Danks' Oscar keeps it real. He does. Yeah. Robbie says, I think A, not S personally. Okay. Well, we were kind of thinking the same. It's like maybe you could go A, maybe go S. I'm gonna go S, but A is definitely one that you could see as well. So let's keep going here. Let's just finish. Let's go through these a little more quickly though, because that way we can get back to chatting.
I don't know most of the rest.
Oh, okay. So chat, I'd be glad to take your advice on these. Zoe's cool. I don't really think Zoe's necessarily an essential character, so I'd probably just put him at B or even C. But it's always
Yeah,
cool.
could be C.
Yeah. Rosita's kind of the same thing. I mean, it's cool that Rosita represents like the Spanish speaking communities and everything, and all that. So that is cool. So there's like a little cultural significance, but I would still say C. And then Telly's
Yeah.
just so neurotic and annoying. Like, I mean, but it's funny too sometimes, but a lot of times it's just annoying. But I don't know. What would you do with Telly?
I don't remember that character.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. They might have been going
So,
to, yeah, maybe Telly's like not used as much anymore, but Telly was a very specifically 80s character because I believe he came into being in around the mid 80s, and then they didn't really go to Telly a lot after, like, I don't know, the turn of this century. So um let's see, where's Don Music? Yeah, Don Music, wow, that's a blast from the past. I probably would have put Don Music in like a B or C. Yeah. Telly is trash, total dude. But Dane telling it like it is. Wow. And you don't even remember Telly, so that doesn't speak well of his longevity. So
maybe dog water.
yeah,
I don't even what kind of category title is that? That's so funny.
yeah. Smarticus says, I posted my list on Discord for post-stream analysis, except if you need to ban me for a time. No. I wouldn't do that. Well, I did catch a glimpse of it though, because like Hoke was like kind of offering some alternative opinions on Big Bird. Like he thought Big Bird was C, which is like wow. But there's an argument for it, but I won't get into it on stream. But basically, maybe Big Bird's overvalued as a character, so I can understand that. But I always have to remember that Big Bird's only 6 years old. Like you have to. That's the thing that I always have to. He's so big, you think he's an adult. He's not. He's actually only 6 years old. And I think when the show started, he was 3.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He's supposed to be a 6-year-old boy, but he's just huge.
Interesting.
You know. So.
Wait, now I need to know all of these characters' ages because
Yes.
I just have no concept, apparently.
It's hard to say
to
with some of these, you know, like are Bert and Ernie adults or are they kids? I can't tell. Like some of the things they do are very kid-like. Some of the things they do are very adult-like. Yeah. So, and I've
always thought they were kids, personally.
They probably are. Yeah. I'm willing to bet they were kids. Maybe they were kids and their parents were in the apartment too, even though, no, but they're not related. So, okay, let's not get into that.
Huh.
We're not getting into that. Like, let's, if we try to analyze this too much, it's going to blow our minds. But, if we go to, like Kermit's clearly an adult. Like Kermit's doing things, he's reporting the news, he's doing educational segments, and then he's on the Muppet Show and he's organizing an entire theater troupe. So Kermit's an adult for sure. I think Count is an adult, but I don't know. It's hard. It's a little more.
I think so.
Yeah. Snuffy, wow, that I don't know. I assume that Snuffy's about the same age as Big Bird then, so I guess Snuffy's 6. Baby Bear is a baby, probably. So that's obvious. Guy Smiley's an adult because he's hosting a game show on TV. Grover's
Cookie Monster yet?
Cookie Monster's hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
teenager.
Adult. Maybe. Yeah. I think teenager sounds right. Because his gluttonous appetite.
Also, with that appetite,
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. Absolutely. Grover's got a full-time.
Oscar.
Oh, Oscar's got to be. I would say Oscar's like old. I think Oscar's like.
Yeah.
Where would you ballpark it?
Definitely. I don't know. Definitely an adult though.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably on the older end.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's lived enough life that he's grumpy now.
That's what I think too. I think exactly the same. Yeah. And from that, so from that standpoint, I feel like Oscar's the oldest character on Sesame Street. Yeah, at least of the Muppets. I mean, the human characters that's their own ranking. Like, I don't even know who they are now. Like, they're probably completely different people now. But
probably.
Yeah. Let's see. That episode where they did their taxes. You see that from Verdane? That's so funny. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hey Bert, how do you cross over line 14A? Oh my gosh. Now somebody said Prairie Dawn was a C. Did I see that?
Yeah, I think King said that.
King says prairie. Oh, Sarah inquiring about the important values. Yeah. Um, Jordy 12. Prairie Dawn is C tier for me. Yeah, I mean, Prairie Dawn's not going to be A,
Mm.
obviously, because I like Prairie Dawn myself, because Prairie Dawn would consistently be annoyed by other people and try to do things. Um, Prairie Dawn is like an interesting character because I feel like you need that character to set up things. The Prairie Dawn's really good at that, but I don't think that's necessarily a classic or a Sesame. Like, um,
Maybe B.
I'm B, yeah,
Besties?
maybe like C plus, but I would say B,
Yeah.
yeah. B's okay. I could do B, yeah. And for Deli is trash, so good. Slimy is adorable. Slimy is Oscar's pet. Um,
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
Maybe classic.
I think so.
Or besties.
I'm interested in hear everyone else's take on Smiley or Slimy, I should say, because I mean, Slimy doesn't actually do a whole lot, but I just love that Oscar is so faithful and true, and such a good friend to Slimy. Um, yeah, Slimy is in the category of faithful companion, so B. Yeah, okay, cool. So I think Marcus and I are,
Yeah.
and Sarah are all kind of there. That's great. Um, so folks, if you want to look at Hoax's list, you can go to Discord and use !Discord. And we can debate over there. It'd be really interesting to see where folks are at. Okay, so what's left over? Slimy's B tier for me since Oscar is far more important. Oh, no doubt. So last we have the Martians. The yep, 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 yep.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I think A tier.
I like it. They've
Yeah.
been featured a bunch too. So I think yeah. I mean, I know they don't have any vocabulary, but they're very engaging. Right. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh no, Smarticus. Oh no. Oh no. Smarticus not about it. Oh man. Wow.
Smarticus, where would you put them?
Oh, total S tier. Okay.
S tier.
Okay.
I mean, gosh, we could do that. I thought you meant the other direction.
I was thinking,
like, what?
Yeah. Okay. I am down with that move.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Smart. Yeah.
Promotion's gonna promotion.
Promotion. Like yep. There's not a person on the planet who doesn't know the yep yeps. True. That's true. That is true. Yeah. So the Martians. Let's do it. Great. We've done it. Hey, Aaron.
Woo-hoo.
Aaron Schiff 1. What's up? Shout out to Aaron. Good to see you.
What's up, Aaron?
Jordy says, what sort of cake do you get in Sesame Street? A birthday cake.
Oh my gosh.
Well played, Jordy. But
that's good.
That's our list. There are the people we've ranked, and I will get a photo of that on Discord in a moment. So
right.
Thanks for participation in that, Sarah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Good times.
It was a good review for me too. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot who some of these characters were. Some of them I still don't know. Some of the newer ones and stuff. I'm like, who? What? But
yeah. But it's
that was really good.
Oh yeah, really good. Yep. And it says, howdy, Davy, Sarah, Smarticus, and King. I love it. King is redeemed. Hydrate. I got you.
Hydrate.
Thank you, King. And just to recap our sandwiches, Sarah had an amazing looking turkey pesto sandwich on, did you say pepper jack cheese?
With pepper jack, yeah.
Nice. Look at this, everybody. Wow. Looks so good.
I keep forgetting my camera's not autofocusing, so I'm doing this. There we go.
Nice.
Yes.
Jordy says, what is your favorite character, Davey? I mentioned it a bit ago. It is Cookie Monster far and away. Easy. My favorite character. A very relatable character. I mean, I guess that shouldn't surprise many people, but I just love Cookie Monster. He's so funny. Okay, and King has redeemed Bean Boozled. I'm not going to pout about it. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, Bean Boozled. No. I'm going to be calm, and I'm going to accept and embrace and even cherish the Bean Boozled tonight, because I feel
Cherish.
yes, because
Wow.
this energy could channel a good bean. So I feel like if I incorporate positivity into the segment, I think we'll get a good bean tonight. So
All right, sing it with me, everyone. Had to have high hopes for a living.
thank you. I appreciate you. That was great. You gotta go down and living. That's great. Okay. You know what? I feel really confident about the positive vibes. I'm actually gonna go for it. Maximum potential. Which means this bean is either gonna be juicy pear, yum, or booger.
Oh.
But
Juicy pear.
Thank you.
Juicy pear.
I really appreciate the love there. This is not guaranteed. Sometimes guests do root against me. Like I've seen that before too, and I respect it.
Oh.
But I appreciate you being on the Davy side tonight. Maximum
Yes.
overdrive. Good positive vibes. Happy thoughts. Happy trees. Happy vegetables. Happy fruit. Delicious candy.
No.
I didn't say it. No, I didn't say the word. it's awful.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
You need another ice cream sandwich.
I do. Wait. Ugh. That karma thing doesn't work with these Bean Boozled beans.
Oh gosh.
Thank you, King. King says that was close. It sure was. Yeah. Okay. Well, if that wasn't enough, we have a pickle bean tonight as well. Oh dear.
What's a pickle bean?
I like pickle. The pickle bean I like though. So, those are good.
What's that?
Oh, it's literally pickle beans.
Is it just pickle flavored?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You can get them at.
I would like that.
Yeah, they're really good. I would recommend. You can get them at any store, and
I'm sure it helps cleanse the palate after the booger bean too.
a little bit. There is a tinge of commonality between the pickle and the booger, but I can live with it.
Oh gosh.
Okay. I do want to remind folks we have 2 new point redeems. I think there's a Screamo Davy redeem. I don't know if that's up, but a Screamo Davy is me trying to sing a song in. I mean, we don't have to do it tonight, but I mean, just like in any stream, we could do it.
But we could do it tonight. Is what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah, no, it's true. I could. It was possible to do tonight. Yes. Oh my goodness. Does Jelly Belly make pickle beans? I don't think that's a Jelly Belly bean. It's from the actual pickle company. Clausen makes them. So the pickle company making pickle beans. Pretty authentic, right? So, okay. We also have a redeem by Rosie Dawn for Velveeta. And if you're wondering what Velveeta is, basically, Velveeta is in a lot of different foods. And you take them out, you go to the grocery store. Sometimes you have to stir it up in a minute. You can, and then you get Velveeta! That's it. That's the redeem.
What? Amazing.
Coke says, I do have the points. King says, Sarah, we do have the terminology. Did I activate it though? Did I activate it? Oh, I did. It's a lot of points. That's why we were really. I think Kent Jenkins is getting answers for the Q&A segment. Oh, of course. We should do that. You're right. But yeah, thank you for all those redeems. I'm glad you enjoyed them. And now,
then the Screamo. We can't forget the Screamo.
I mean, we can, but we don't have to. But yeah.
I'll just be here waiting.
Amazing, amazing. All right, Sarah, it is that time. Folks, buckle up, get yourself some questions, and let's begin as we start another edition of America's favorite moment in Twitch broadcasting. Do the dance. It's time for random questions. Good stuff. There we go. Ask us anything. All right, King, if you could use exclamation point open queue, throw that in the chat. We got your queue ready to go. Thank you so much. Ready to go. Technically, he screamed eating a booger bean. Well, that is true. I did scream. But
we want more.
We want more. Oh my. All right. So open. I think it's already open anyways. So it should be all right. But it's open QUE.
I think it's open queue.
Yeah, open queue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're good. Okay. So thank you, King. Let's now. I think the queue is already open. That's why it didn't do a command thing. But that's good to know for future reference. So okay. Everybody in our chat, please use exclamation point question followed by your question. We would love to take your questions in order. We've had a lot of great opinions already, so we would love to take your questions as well. You can ask Sarah about anything, music, upcoming projects, or Sesame Street characters, food, music, whatever you want to ask about. We are here for you. Now is your moment, Smurzy Dot. Exactly. Let me offer this example question, just to demonstrate how it works. Okay. So here's the question. Have I asked you this before? I don't think I have. But if I have, let me know. Okay. I feel like I have. I just feel this moment of deja vu. But I'll ask anyway. Pancakes, crepes, waffles, or French toast?
Ooh. Ooh.
Tough one, right? Yeah, it's tough.
I had to think through all of those in my head. I'm like, which one do I really like the most? I'm gonna have to go with French toast. I hardly ever have it, but when I do, it is delicious.
I like it.
Yes.
So King, can we place the thank you, King? Now French toast is in the record, and now look at the stats, folks. French toast is now up to 26 choices, and it's tied for waffles for first place.
Tied with waffles.
Not bad.
Now, Davey, has your preference changed? Are
No.
you feeling something different today than normal?
Sometimes, it's a good question, because sometimes you will be feeling differently from one day to the next on which one you want. And people have said that in the past on the show. In this case, no. I was big on pancakes the other day, or I was big on pancakes yesterday. I'm still big on pancakes. I'm going to be Team Pancake tonight as well. So I will stay with Team Pancakes.
Nice.
Yeah. Rosie, can you put your question back in again? Just make sure that with exclamation point question, just put it all as one word. You won't have to worry about spaces between the exclamation mark and the question. So we'll get to Rosie's question first once it's in there. Cool. Thank you. Okay, Rosie, here's your question. If you could perform with any band and sing the lead for any of their songs, who and what would you pick?
Ooh. Okay, that's a good question. Oh my goodness. Whew. There are so many good options. It would just be so fun to be on stage with Paramore and sing either Brick by Boring Brick or That's What You Get.
That's what you get?
That's probably what I would do.
Folks, imagine Sarah Cameron harmonizing with Hayley Williams on stage. Now that's a show. That's a show. That's a great answer. I love that answer. It's really good. Yeah.
Now, a more realistic option. Bryce Avery, if you're watching this, I'll be at your show in a week and a half. Bring me up on stage.
Do it up.
That would be awesome. To sing with the Rocket Summer?
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. I have several of his songs on my song list, but the one I would do from him would probably be mm, it'd probably be Do You Feel?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It's more of an upbeat song. It's really fun.
That's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's solid to go to the people that you really enjoy, and then because you'll know their the best thing about that is you'll know their songs well. At least I think you would. And
Yeah.
so that's huge, huge. Rosie, thank you for your question, a phenomenal question. And now we will go to Jordy with a question, and Jordy's question is: do you pour milk or cereal first?
Ooh. I am curious what you do, Davy. Also curious what Jordy does. But I pour my cereal first and then the milk on top.
I do too. I don't understand people who pour milk first. Like I don't. I can't. I would imagine that the ratio would be 9-1. Personally.
Yeah, I guess I get it. Like maybe if they don't want their cereal to get soggy as quickly,
Mm-hmm.
but the ratio would probably be off.
Exactly.
Unless you like have it dialed in.
Right. Exactly. It's impossible to tell how much milk you need without the cereal being there.
Exactly. And yes, Veda, some people do pour the milk first, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. Jordy, since you've asked this question before, where do you stand on that? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Do you go cereal first or do you go milk first? I'd love to know. Yeah. I would say there's no wrong answer, but I kind of can't. My insides don't agree with that. But as you said,
Yes.
there are people who pour milk first, and you know.
Jordy is one of them.
Oh, interesting. Okay, or Jordy, no worries, it's all good. I pour milk in the cereal, but
like,
I'm an
that's
Aquarius.
Weird.
I'm an Aquarius, so I'm weird. All right, well, I respect it. So now I got you. All right, but it's
so Jordy. What? How does the ratio end up being? Do you end up with a lot of extra milk, or extra cereal at the end, or do you have it kind of dialed in?
That's actually a great follow up question because you could technically pour more milk if you need to. So
True.
yeah. Okay, we have a lot.
Or more cereal.
Yeah. But you could do that too. Yeah. I think that would make sense because if you put too much milk in the beginning, yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah.
You just keep pouring more of each thing.
Yeah.
Until you're too full to continue.
Yeah. Jordy says, I do end up with extra milk, but not a lot. Okay. Very good. And Smarticus says, people eat their cereal with milk? Uh-oh. Do you pour orange juice over it? And then Smarticus says, should hold back on answering, says Hogue. And then John says, if not for me, if that's your jam, more power to you. Right on.
Interesting.
Yeah, very much so. Now, Hoke has this proposal, clears his throat. In a world where breakfast items are put to a battle royale on Twitch, one man has a mission to emphasize the sweet side of breakfast fare. French toast, waffles, pancakes, crepes. 4 enter, but only one can exit victorious. Wow. I mean...
Yes, in the movie trailer voice.
Yeah, in the movie trailers, yeah. In a world where there are 4 breakfast items.
In a world.
Yeah, it's such a that's a pay-per-view waiting to happen. Like, I think call your local cable operator and order that right now. Like, it's amazing. Let's see. Veda says, when I was a kid, once had a sister ask if we want milk or orange juice in their cereal. We're like, what? Oh my. And Rosie says, oh, okay, we'll get to that. Oh, hey, Stuart. Welcome in, Stuart Hayek. Welcome in. Stuart, you're gonna love this. Just a really quick aside. But we had. You remember, Stuart? Do you remember when we did the McNugget challenge last year, and Jillian was part of that? You were part of that too because we had you on. So we did that with C-Dub and Whom Carlos, right? We were trying to get to 100 nuggets. Nobody got there, but we got, like, I think 2 of us got over 50. Can you believe? Would you believe that I just saw Office drummer McDoodle and who is Chelsea and a bunch of other people doing a McNugget challenge today on stream? It was like on all their channels. I was like, that was hysterical. I just love that. But it's good to see you, Stuart.
Wow.
So I just love that the Sandwich Show was ahead of its time on that. It just was really, really amusing to see that other people were catching on to the McNugget challenge. But yeah. Stuart says, I think I ate 10. That was a great stream. It was a great stream. We had so much fun. Like, it was a good time. Sarah, really quick before we get back to the questions, like, if you could think back to how many McNuggets you've ever had in one sitting, like, what's the most you can remember eating?
Probably like 6.
Oh my gosh.
Not a ton.
Not a ton. All right. Like, I think it's fine. I'm not sure if the chat will agree, but Robbie says 10 is weak. Talking to Stuart. My 6-year-old could do that. Oh my gosh. And then King's out here is like, I quit at 88. 88. Oh my gosh, it's impressive. Yeah. Vedas is only 6. Hoax is 6.
I didn't really grow up eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Or McNuggets or anything like that.
Ed Banger says, did any... Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh. In high school, though, we did have chicken nuggets on the menu every now and then. And I had some bad experiences. I somehow was always the one person at my lunch table who would get a bone in a nugget. Like,
oh no.
Pretty much almost every time they served it. I was like, nope. And so I was kind of turned off to them at that point.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, that is rough.
Yeah.
That's hard, because you never expect it. You're like, it's supposed to be soft, and that is tough on your teeth. That's like one of my fears of eating. Like, I don't want to hit a bone when I'm eating chicken. And oh man, I'm so sorry I had to deal with that. What traumatizing moments.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So I would chew very carefully and just check what I was eating.
Yeah. Ed Banger says, did anyone from their crew hit 100? I think you're referring to the one crew from today. In that group, in the other group, in the group that tried it today, Office Drummer had the most nuggets, but big old asterisk on this. He was going for 60. All right. So the nugget was in. Sarah, I'm gonna need your arbitration on this. Like, so Office Drummer put the nugget in his mouth. He was slowly chewing it, and then he couldn't finish the deal. He ran to the trash can and had to refund the nugget. Does he get disqualified for the rest of the contest, or would that just simply be just a do-over and then he could keep going? What do you rule that?
I would say he just couldn't count that one nugget.
Okay,
but he could continue.
This was his contention, but the chat was totally not agreeing with it. They're like, no, now you only have one. He ate 2 more nuggets, and the chat was like, now you're up to 2.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess my question, for clarity's sake, is, did he lose all the rest of the nuggets he had just eaten? Or did he just spit out the one? He
says he spit out the one. I think that's the point of it, because we didn't see it. We couldn't see it. If we did see it, the channel would get struck down. It would be a TOS violation. So we obviously can't actually see what happened.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So we only saw it in the back, and we would, because like, I don't know how much of that he spit up. I mean, we can assume it's 1. I think you can utilize good faith and say it was 1 nugget, but it could have been 2, But I don't know. It's interesting for me because, like, I think I could definitely see that point of view. I could definitely see where you're coming from. Wait, we have comments in the chat.
No, Veda. The opposite of eating nuggies is a TOS violation. Losing nuggies. Yes, the refunding of nuggies.
Right, correct,
exactly.
correct. The reversing, of course, of eating the nuggies is the TOS violation. Yes, the refunding is yeah. They even were referring to the potential of floor nuggies, which would have been brutal. Thankfully, that didn't happen. But Ed Banger says it's the worst when a random bone or something else that taints the perfect bite of food. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The McNugget challenge was wild. Jillian impressed me with how many nuggets she ate plus everything else. That's true. Jillian was eating. So Sarah, Jillian was eating like not just nuggets, but like fries and like burgers and like it was.
What?
Jillian was like flexing during that contest. It was really funny.
Wow. How many nuggets did she get along with everything else?
Well, that much like Office Drummer, that's the point of contention too. That has been disputed.
Fair.
That has been disputed. I think Stewart said, "I remember G cheating, so everyone thought she ate 60." Yeah, so we have just left that ambiguous. We don't know. We are thinking that it could have been anywhere from like 45 to 60, but the true number only people who watch the VOD will truly know, and it would be up to you to decide. But anyway, that was really when we did it. It was really fun, and it was great to see that again today. But let's see. Robbie says I think I could do 20 to 30 if I was hungry enough. Okay.
Question for you all. Did you see that trend people were doing, or a quote unquote challenge on social media, specifically on TikTok? I don't know, a few months back, where two people, they'd buy like some sort of fast food meal and they'd have it next to the camera, and then they'd have to like take a bite and then not take turns. I forget how it was determined. Oh, they'd have to like roll the dice or something. And then one of them would have to run to a predetermined point and back. And they potentially would still be chewing and still trying to eat the food. And they're just eating as fast as they can, stuffing their faces. Anyway, it was kind of like a train wreck. Like you couldn't. It was like a car accident. You couldn't look away, but you wanted to. You're like, oh, like this is horrible. Why am I watching them do this to themselves? Anyway.
Yeah. But Rosie says,
did you see that trend?
I don't think I caught on to that trend specifically, no, but I might have considered.
I was like, what's the point?
What were they eating again? Just to refresh?
Any fast food meal. It could be from any place.
Were they trying to eat like as many fast food restaurants in a row or something like that?
No, it was like they would get a meal from Chick-fil-A or something.
Okay.
And so, yeah, they just, I don't know if the point was to see if they would get sick. I never saw anyone throw up, but I don't know. It was really weird because they'd just be up there by the camera, just like stuffing their faces while the other one's running and like looking like they're just so sick because they're trying to get the food down while they're running.
I don't like this challenge.
I don't know who started it, but I was like, this is a terrible trend.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's in good taste. No pun intended. Oh wait, good taste. But, yeah, I'm glad that's not a thing anymore. I think that's the best thing to say about it. Yeah. Let's see. Jordy says, I want to see Davey do a taco or sushi challenge. I mean, you have me at tacos and sushi. Like I love to try. You're asking me to eat a lot of tacos or sushi? Yes. I would.
Sold.
Yeah,
done.
You got me. Yeah. John Oakwood. Let's get to John Oakwood's next question. Thank you for waiting, everybody. I do love the churro eating contest idea too. Keep me posted, Rosie and King and anybody else. Like,
ooh.
If you're looking for contestants, I will contribute gladly. I probably wouldn't have that many though. Honestly, I think you're gonna beat me. I don't think I'd have that many churros because they expand so much. You know, like.
I'm not sure I could have that many.
Oh, maybe. Well, it's not timed, right? I guess we could we could just make this a marathon. Just like, okay, one bite.
Oh my gosh.
12 hours later. Okay, I'm up to number 3. Oh my
The
god.
Costco churros, the really big ones.
Yeah, they're like the ones that are like this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I'm in. Well, the point will be to find out. Oh, yeah. Okay. So John Oakwood's question. If you had to change voices with anyone, whose voice would you want?
Ooh. That's a good question. I was not prepared for this. Oh, I was thinking of speaking voice, but singing voice would also. Kelly Clarkson. Yep. I would like that. That would be good.
Oh man, that's a great voice. I think many would desire. That's a top tier voice. Oh,
Good speaking voice, good singing voice.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's no wonder Kelly Clarkson has her own talk show. Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah. She doesn't need any sandwiches on it though. That's the only thing. But other than that, it's pretty cool.
The one flaw.
John, thank you for your question. Amazing. But it comes with a follow-up. Here it is. What is the average airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
This feels like trivia now. 27 miles per hour.
John, I think that's a correct answer, right? Right? I think that would be part of the answer, yes? Okay, John says, sure.
Sure.
I don't think it's the one he was looking for. Veda says, African or European swallow. That is what we were looking for. Yes, Veda. Yes. Well done. Well done. Yes, Stuart says, Monty Python. Exactly. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Yes. Well done, John. Thank you for your questions. John was just kind of there with like the thumb. It was like, they kind of just left it there. Yeah, all right. We're good. Okay. He pulled the thumb back. And then when Veda said African or European, he's like, kind of like that. Yeah. It's the ultimate test, right? Veda's right. Okay. Let's go next to, we have a redeem from Jordy12. And the question is, what would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do for a Klondike bar, Sarah?
More like what would I do for a, what was it? Was it Fat Boy brand?
Yeah, Fat Boy Churro.
A Fat Boy Churro bar? Well, I would drive 6 hours and raid Davy's fridge. Freezer. Not fridge. Don't keep it in the fridge.
Freezer, shall we? Yeah. IRL raid. That's actually kind of exciting. I've never had an IRL raid before. That's kind of neat.
That would be so rad.
I'll probably have to play the song, right? I will play the song in front of you.
Yeah, you better.
I will. Absolutely. My goodness. Yeah. So Jordy says,
oh yeah, I would cut my hair on stream for a Klondike bar or for the churro bar.
Do you get editorial control over how you cut your hair? Because if it's up to the mods, that's going to get kind of awkward.
I better. Actually, if it's up to my mods, I'll be safe.
Yeah. Beta says,
I'll be safe because they were so stressed when I cut my hair on stream.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, wow.
What was that? Like 6 months ago, guys? They were not having it.
Oh, wow. I hope there's a VOD of that up. That sounds like a really entertaining stream.
Oh, there is.
Oh,
there
nice,
is somewhere.
Beta says, you did it for
exists.
not a Klondike bar. So good. Yeah. Beta says, we thought you were going to be in a Brad Mondo fails video. Ouch. Yeah. A lot of stress, King. I see. I needed therapy after that.
Yes.
Wow. Now, what would Jordy do for a Klondike bar? Jordy says, "Let a family member pick out my haircut." I mean, I don't know your
That's pretty
family well.
good.
I mean, I think it's a good one. And the good thing is hair will grow back. So, Jordy, I think you've got a good
Yes.
situation. So, thank you very much for your redeeming point, Jordy. I appreciate you. Okay, so,
That's a good one.
oh yeah, let's go to Rosie Dawn. Next question: what's your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal. I don't honestly I don't really eat much cereal. Um but gosh, that's a good question. I would say I'm trying to even think of a cereal. Um this is how little I eat cereal. Um okay, honestly, actually, I have one. What's it called? Grape nuts. It's like an old people
Ooh,
cereal.
no, are you calling
But
what I?
I love it.
I love it too, though. I guess I'm old
Okay,
too. Then
perfect.
we're old. Like we're just old.
We'll just be old together. It's fine.
I do like grape nuts, though. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
that's great.
Although they have a surprising amount of sugar. Like you would
Yeah.
think that like they're just super chill and not filled with sugar, but they are.
No, you're right. It's supposed to, it's see. I think it's because they call them grape nuts because like you think, oh, grapes, this is gonna be pretty healthy. And like, no, it's not even.
Well, and it looks like a boring brand cereal, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
King says, get off my lawn breakfast. It's pretty good. Now you gotta prepare your teeth for it because they're extremely crunchy. So you have to be really, really careful when you chew on it or when you bite into it.
Yes.
But I do like it. I do like those grape nuts. Um, Fat Panda, what's going on, Fat Panda? Fat Panda says hi, Davey.
What's
Absolute, good to
up?
see you. This is and Fat Panda, it's great to see you. Shout out to Fat Panda, great friend of ours here. Um, and Panda, yes, this is Sarah Cameron Music, who was our guest tonight, and we're taking questions. If you got one, feel free to throw it in. Exclamation point question followed by your question. Um, Jordy says I've never heard of it. Sounds good. Oh yeah, definitely worth a try for. And you know what, Jordy? I think it actually would be the one exception where I feel like pouring the milk makes the most sense because grape.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, right. Because like grape nuts don't really have like they don't pile up, so it's like it's gonna be drowned in milk no matter what. So you just put the milk first and then just put it in. You know.
They're very dense.
Yeah.
Like they don't some of them might float, but generally they're going to sink to the bottom. So you'll know your milk to cereal ratio no matter which order you do it in.
That's true. It's so true. Yeah, and frequently the milk will win that battle, like with grape nuts. Like it's a lot of milk, so I embrace it. Um, yeah, George says no way. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Um, Panda says, did Sarah answer what her favorite sandwich was? That is a good question. What do you think? What's your favorite sandwich, Sarah?
Well, I do like the one I made tonight. I will show it again. It
Nice.
is a turkey pesto with pepper jack cheese. Very delicious.
Mm.
Pan fried in butter on both sides.
Excellent.
Obviously.
Excellent.
So I do like that. I also do enjoy a good meatball sub. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Sub.
that's good.
Delicious. Yeah.
Or your classic grilled cheese. But with I would say if I could choose, I would put Havarti and maybe Munster and some cheddar on it. And pepper jack. They're all so good. Why not have them all? That sounds amazing. I should do that sometime. I have not done that
That's a
combo.
great idea. Yeah. Like just think of all like when you put all those cheeses together, that's so much flavor. It's a good idea. I love the call. Love the call.
Yes.
Tremendous call. um Panda says, I haven't had grilled cheese in a hot minute. I will direct you to our friend King Dambreaker, who can point you in the right direction. Um, let's see. Oh, an avocado. Yeah, Rosie, that's great. I love it. I love it. Was
Mm.
that referring to your chicken pesto? Because I know you mentioned that too. Um, pretty good.
Well, I said I would add avocado.
Ah, oh
I
yeah,
didn't tonight,
yeah. Oh, okay, okay.
but yes.
That's a super situation. Rosie, thank you for your question.
Mhm.
That's tremendous question with the cereal. So, let's go to Kings next with a question. Can you give the TLDR version of your songwriting process?
Oh, yeah. Um it kind of all happens at once generally. So, yeah, maybe I have like a concept or something, or usually what it is I'm just like going about my day and something pops into my head. Um and it's always like lyrics and melody together. Um yeah. So then if I like recognize what's happening and pay attention to it, then I'm like, "Oh, oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that." And then if I'm not near my phone, I'll just like play it on repeat in my head or sing it on repeat out loud until I can get to my phone so I don't lose that. Um, because if I don't continue to repeat it, I will sometimes forget it by the time I get to record it. Um, so yeah, or if I'm like in the shower, I'll just have to like keep repeating it. And then, but sometimes I will move on and start writing like the next part of the song. Like maybe I start with a verse and then I go into the chorus. And then it's kind of like overload mentally where I'm just having to like repeat both things. So then I have to keep alternating and like, okay, this is the melody and the lyrics for this, and this is the melody and lyrics for the chorus, and I'm just like trying to hurry as fast as I can so I can go and record it before I lose it.
That's so relatable.
So,
That's oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, that's basically it. Just lots of voice memos, and then when I have more time, going to the keyboard or the guitar or something and kind of fleshing it out because um that's where, I already kind of I know what chords I want underneath that, just from the basic recording and idea I have in my head. And so then I just figure out what key we're in and, you know, what chords those would be on the keyboard or guitar. And yeah, and then a song is born.
That's so cool. Like I love hearing about your process too. So thank you, King, for asking the question. Pretty good, pretty good. And it also addresses do you do the lyrics first or do you do the music first? And some people do. Everybody takes that a little differently. So that's
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate your explanation.
Yeah.
Hey, South Celtic Last Creations in the chat. Let's go.
Celtic Lass is here.
Welcome,
We
friend.
were talking about Yip Yips earlier, and we were talking about you earlier, actually. And we were talking about fish and chips
mm-hmm.
from that restaurant.
Yep. And we followed up on that too. Yeah. So like, how were the fish and chips? And Sarah said, well, we didn't I didn't have them until I drove home, so they were a little soggy, but they tasted good. Yeah. Oh, Celtic says that restaurant was so good. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice. If I'm ever up that way, let me know where that is, and I'd be glad to pop in too. Um, well, my son and I splurged. Oh, nice, Celtic. Love it. Oh, so Celtic is definitely a huge fan of. Let's try. We go back to yeah, the Martian character from Sesame Street. There they are. S tier. Uh huh. Uh huh. But you know what? For some
Yeah.
reason, I remember the salmon. I remember. I don't know if Kane told me or you told me or if I just saw it in the chat, but I remember that you had the salmon and it was really good.
That's so funny.
It's just it's crazy the random things you remember. Um, but yeah. Oh, you were yakking in chat. Yes. Okay.
Also, yes, you'll be happy to know that Lisa crochets, right? Crochets,
Hmm.
yip yips. So she actually makes
Oh,
yip yips.
that
Hmm.
fabric is perfect for Yip Yip. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yep. 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 Yep.
Yep, I
Yep. Yep.
do.
Yep. Yep. Nice. Hang on. Hang on. That deserves a ding. Uh, oh my gosh. And if we see Rahomo tonight, Rahomo's a big fan of grape nuts too. So I'll share the good news once if we do see Rahomo again. Um. Okay. So where are we with a Q? We have so many good questions in the chat. So let's continue. Thank you, King, for your question earlier. Now let's go to Hoke Smarticus77 with this question. Aside from the Zeros conglomeration of genres, what other music styles have influenced your personal sound the most, if any? Feel free to reference specific artists if it helps.
Ooh, okay. Um, I would say very much like also that time frame of um Christian rock music
Mm-hmm.
and um and the like Christian pop rock scene. So like I loved Hawk Nelson, Stellar Cart, um Cutlass, some Skillet. I didn't listen to like a ton of them, but some. There was Thousand Foot Crutch. Um, I also really loved the style of like Hillsong United. So back like when I was in youth group at church, like was kind of that era of super fun music that was coming out of Hillsong United. Um, and with like sick guitar riffs and just like it was awesome. Love that. So I try to like emulate that. Um, Also, I very much was into Hannah Montana on Disney. And so um, I liked a lot of her music. Um, I say her music as if Hannah Montana is a real person. Uh, um, and then like High School Musical, I was at like the prime age when that came out. Like I was
Oh,
the target
nice. Yeah,
audience.
yeah.
And so it's still one of my favorite movies. That whole um trilogy, I guess you would call it. But all three movies, they have great soundtracks. And so big fan of that music as well.
Oh, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. We have a raid, Sarah. It's from our friend StorminKey. Oh my goodness.
Storm!
Welcome in. So good to see you. Thank
Pew,
you
pew,
so
pew,
much for the raid.
pew.
Hi, Predictor Riot. Hi, Predictor Riot. Thank you so much for the raid, Stormin. So good to see you. I'm Davey. I'm a writer streamer in Los Angeles. This is Sarah. She is a singer-songwriter based in California, but further north. And we are having sandwich Q&A tonight. It's so nice to see you, Stormin. How was your stream? I know Stormin is an awesome music streamer who we've also had in the show recently. We had StorminKey just a few weeks ago here on the Sandwich Show, and it was a great time. I'd love to give a shout out to our friend Stormin. Please follow our good pal StorminKey. And Stormin says, Stormin, stream was fun tonight. I love it. That is so cool. Well, in some ways, Hannah Montana was a real person, says Jordy. I guess so. I mean, yeah. Very identifiably the lead actress, if you would, from the time, yeah. Robbie says, I'm going to crash. Thanks for the fun stream, Dave and Sarah. Absolutely, Robbie. We're glad to be here for you. Have a good rest of your night.
Bye, Robbie.
I particularly loved your Sesame Street points tonight, Robbie. So take care, my friend. It's good to see you. Shout out to Robbie G. So Sarah, that's really cool to see all your inspirations, and then once you hear about it kind of connects it more to what I hear, and the ones you've listed make sense to me. Like they sound just like stuff from that era. Like everything from
Yeah.
and remember I mentioned like it was so theatrical. I'm like, this is all theatrical stuff that you mentioned. Like it's really cool. So I love it. Yeah. Um, would you ever consider going off brand with the song sometime? Like doing something completely different, like a like I don't know something.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd love to explore different genres.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know I was really inspired. Gosh, when was that? I was probably in college. Um, I was. It was. Oh yeah, it was on the show The Sing Off. That was the show where a cappella groups would compete against each other. I don't know if anyone watched that, but it was so good.
Oh wow.
And one of the judges was Jewel. Now, to this day, I still have not knowingly listened to Jewel's music. I'm sure I've heard something from her. Um, but I always remembered a comment she made, or did she say it or did someone else say it? Anyway, um, where she essentially has made different albums in different genres. And so I was like, oh, that's great. Like, I don't have to be boxed in. I could totally explore different genres. I could do a country album. I could do an electronic album. Like,
I
I
want
can do
to.
whatever I want.
I
This is awesome. And
that
so, yeah.
I love. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut in there, but I was just so
No,
enthusiastic
you're
about
good.
what you said. Like Jewel's a really, really, really good example of this because it was about 2003 when she got electronic, and it threw a lot of people off. And I was wondering, like, is this really Jewel? Like, people couldn't believe it, but truly, Jewel was a chameleon of many different genres, and that's why Jewel is an exceptional performer because the ability to be able to create music in so many different styles is like it just makes you have to be really good to do that, right? Um, so I think it's awesome that you have that kind of inspiration too. So I look forward to hearing these deviations as you go. So it'll be fun. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me see.
Also, I have to say, the little bio came up just now, and I definitely was like, does that say Elmo?
Right?
Elmo on the brain.
Inspired by the Elmo and Papa. New Elmo single when, Sarah? Like when? Like I need to pre-save it.
Maybe during my Texas tour,
Texas.
we'll release the Elmo single.
This is phenomenal. I'm all about it. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna call it the Tickle Me Sarah tour? No.
Nope.
No. No. Limits. Limits.
Elmo visits Texas. I like that.
That's good. I like that. Yeah. Beta says, wait.
That's safer.
Much safer. Yeah. Sorry to be an announcer, Smarticus, but the fact that Sarah likes to sing off makes me like her even more. It was a good show. Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great era of television. I know like some of these shows are still going, but like when The Voice was first starting, like the first few seasons, I was so into it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I honestly don't even know how to watch it. I think it's behind a paywall on some paid streaming service or
Really?
something probably that I don't have.
Yeah.
But it was like I think it was the year after The Voice started or something that the Sing Off came out, and I was just completely enthralled. Um,
Yeah.
and I loved those a cappella groups. They were so awesome. And then later I got to see Pentatonics in concert, which was cool.
Yeah. And look, I love
But
the support for the
yeah.
sing off. And Smarticus says, Dear Frampton, need I say more, Sarah?
Who?
Diaphragm or
Wait, I
diaphragm?
know that name.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know that name. Did she win something?
Possibly.
I should know this.
Veda says, love the sing off. Peter Hollins was also in a group on there. Dig it.
He was? I didn't realize that. I already was watching him on YouTube before that. What the heck?
Yep. Oh, Magic, welcome
That's
into. I
crazy.
know Magic came in via the raid. It's great to see you, Magic, and
What's up?
also Stormin's girl, along with StorminKey. Great to see you all. Magic says she was in a movie. Speaking of Jewel, I believe, Ride with the Devil, I think it was, where she also had some of the score. I listened to a lot of her stuff for a while after seeing that.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to look that up.
Smarticus's Deer was runner-up season 1. Should have won.
Oh, that's why I know the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah, follow-up question, because, and especially since a lot of
Yeah.
people are, I can see we have a lot of acapella enthusiasts in here. 1, what's your feel on pentatonics? 2, what did you think of Pitch Perfect's 1, 2, and 3?
I'm looking up Dia Frampton.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course. Duh. Yes, awesome. Um, okay, pentatonics. Love them. I feel like they've done some very creative arrangements of a bunch of songs, so their covers never disappoint. And they were so fun to see live. It was before they like really blew up. And so like they were on at the beginning of that, I would say. And it was like a last minute invite from a friend, like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight? You want to go to this thing?" And so it was so fun.
Oh, man.
Um, and I got to meet some of them. I have a picture with Kevin,
Wow.
and he's awesome, and
Mhm.
he's still in the group to this day. So yeah, I don't follow them super closely, but here and there, I see what they're doing and
Yeah.
love it. Um, and then Pitch Perfect. I enjoyed the first movie. Was the second movie the third movie was the one on the ship, on the boat. They ended up on a boat, and there was like a whole something about that, right? I don't remember. What was the second one?
I don't think I saw the third one, but I did see the first two. We did them on Discord. So the second one was kind of like there was an international singing competition, and then there was like a group out of Germany that was like the big dog, and the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Well, the movie I remember the most was the first one. So I feel like maybe that was probably the best in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The others I don't remember as well, and I feel like if I really had enjoyed them, I would have remembered them better. So I don't know.
That's
Maybe I
reasonable.
just need to
Yeah.
go watch them all again.
But
Movie night.
I will say with regard to the second one, I mean they get banned because Fat Amy got had a bit of a revealing moment in the performance by accident. Of course, it wasn't intentional, and they were banned for about a year.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, and it had those two hosts. No, those hosts were in the first one.
Yeah, they were in
too,
the first one
weren't they?
too. Yeah.
Then I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, wrecking ball in front of the president. Yep, that's right. Back to Deep Lurk. Oh, have a good one, Hoke. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again. Give me a shout out, Smarticus77. You, by the way, Hoke says they watched all 3 in one weekend for my daughter. That's fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else in chat? I'm. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. This has been a really fun tonight. This is a fun chat this evening. Elmo visits Texas. Yeah. Someone said Davey tickle Davey tour. Tickle me, Davey. I don't know if I would be. I don't know. That may be questionable for me too. I don't know. I think about. Yeah, I don't know. That might be
I don't
bad.
think we should have tickle me with anyone's name behind it.
Right. Exactly. This is a good point, and it'll keep a lot of out of a lot of trouble.
Yep.
All right. So let's see. Back to it. There's a series coming up. Bumper and Oh, Bumper's gonna have a series. That's cool.
Wait, really?
That's cool. That might be worth watching. Yeah. Or maybe it's one season and done. Yeah. Right on. Well, Hoke, have a good lurk. Thank you again for your question. Really great. And
Good night, Hoke.
Good to see you. 2022 is what's. Oh, it happened. Oh, we already.
Oh,
I don't even remember that. Wow. Okay.
I didn't hear a peep about it.
Yeah. All right.
A peepo
I
about
didn't.
it.
Not a peepo.
That
Okay.
deserves a ding,
That
doesn't
does
it?
deserve a ding. That does deserve a ding. Give you a ding. I'll give you two. Um. Let's see. Next is Jordy 12, and your question, Jordy, is what got you into punk music? Since most grow out their phase at some point in life.
It's not
Not
a
a
phase,
phase.
Mom. Yep, I never outgrew it. I guess that's the answer. um, yeah, it's always resonated with me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Excellent answer.
So not a phase.
Not a phase.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordy. Great question. All right. So we continue. We have Veda next, who asks, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I forget the actual answer. Didn't they eventually give an actual answer? 512.
No, I think that's right. I think that's about it. Yeah. Like that's the genuine answer. I mean, Owl said it was 3. It's like 1, a 2, a 3, 3.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the Owl's answer.
Sorry, Veda, I failed you.
Oh my gosh. So close.
So close.
So close. So close. Where were we? Oh yeah, Celtic says it's not a phase. Right, exactly. But thank you, Veda, for your question. Amazing stuff. Okay, so I think we can. I'll issue an option for one more round of questions. So get them in, everybody, and then we'll close things up and we'll wrap it up and say our thank yous and goodbyes and shout outs and everything. So next up, King,
And
super important.
You let me know, Davey. You let me know when the next super trivia.
Yes. Oh my gosh, absolutely. We were thinking that the next one might be so big we might have to do it in separate. Like we have to do like rounds. You know, like we'd have like round of 5 versus another round of 5, and then we'll do another team of 5 and another team. You know what I mean? Like just like it's gonna be massive.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah, because I'm just looking at it like we're probably gonna invite like 25 people to the next one. Like I think probably divide that into teams, right? Like a bunch of teams.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bracket for real. King's right. Like I have to do a bracket for that. So I mean, heck, if there's no better month to do this kind of thing than this month, it's March. March Madness.
True.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to
Very
Ferdane. I will
true.
chat with Ferdane about this. We'll see, and Trina and Looney and Taylor and a lot of people. We'll see. We would love to have you as part of it. Absolutely.
Woohoo.
It's gonna be a fun time. Like even the team selection process is like a stream onto itself. It's like so much excitement just in that. Like so
No kidding.
That got contentious too, actually. Oh man. So it'll be fun. Let's see. King Dambreaker has a question. Now I don't know if this has already been discussed. So Sarah, feel free to read the question. Although I think you had to scroll up to find it. But was this already discussed earlier in stream or otherwise? So, because I know King had.
Where?
It was a while ago. I think it was just about. It was about.
A while ago.
It was regarding a wedding, such and such.
A wedding. I think I missed that.
Okay.
But
I want to make sure this is.
Raid?
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, King. Well, I don't. Do I have the right vehicle for that? If so, yes. If not, we will figure it out.
That's very resourceful, you, Sarah. Yeah.
I should ask: Is the airport in my city or a different city? Before I commit.
That's a great question. This
is a trap.
That was not specified.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. So yeah. So King's question was, King was gonna be May 2025. I have a wedding to go to. Will you pick me up? So So, all right. Good to know. Good to know. Good news for King. Okay. So let us carry on.
Wait, I have a follow-up
Okay.
question. King says it was not, and I don't know what that's in reference to.
Uh, I was asking earlier, was this brought up before on stream or in chat
Oh.
previously? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what he meant by that. But
Okay, not flying into Tel Aviv. Okay.
good to know. Good to know.
Got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Thanks for the clarity.
We appreciate
All
your
right.
yeah, we appreciate your being specific about it. Um so this is the last question in the queue, but we will give you one more round at it. So feel free to use exclamation point question to give us one more round of questions. If you got one for Sarah. And here it is from Jordy. If you could perform with any singer not living anymore, who would it be and why?
Ooh. This is a very good question, Jordy. Thinking. Y'all are making me think tonight. A singer who's not living. I mean, I couldn't hold a candle to her, but I could sing some supportive background vocals for Whitney Houston.
Wow.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a dream come true.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. Whitney Houston is like one of the greatest voices of all time. Like,
yeah,
I would be so happy for you in that moment. Like, that's amazing.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Jordy says that would be awesome to see. I agree. It would be awesome. Thank you, Jordy, for your question. All right, so okay, so does anyone want to take another gander at take another round of questions? Feel free to throw them in the chat. We've covered everything tonight. I think this has been great. Like we even got into like your cap on chicken nuggets. Like we got into acapellas. Yeah, Sesame Street.
I truly don't know. Honestly, 6 was a shot in the dark. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
For sure.
No, it's good to set realistic expectations, Sarah. Like you don't want to go out there and go like, I could totally have like 80, and then you have like 5, and you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Okay. So let's see. Does anybody else have a question? When is Sarah doing a tour? I would love to see that. If it's a talking tour, we'll do it tomorrow. Like I could do this all day.
Bro.
I could do this every day. Yeah. We'll go everywhere. Like
we're already in the same state,
right? Like it'd be so easy. We could just meet. We could do a California tour easily. Like we could just. You don't even have to book anything. We're just gonna go to a random like hotel lobby. All right, folks, we're doing a show.
Yes.
Come on in and ask a question. That'd be so fun.
Amazing.
I am. Yeah, I'm in LA. I know that Sarah is further north.
Up in Redding. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been. I've been in a I've driven through there. Like I stayed a night there actually one time. Because
nice.
I was doing a road trip.
What?
Yeah, I was doing a road trip to the Pacific Northwest, and I did it in a car. And I was like,
was it in the last couple years?
It was a while ago. It was exactly.
Okay, I'm like, don't break my heart.
Yeah, that would have been bad. I should have let you know. I mean, if it did happen more recently, but it was actually 10 years ago. So I was up there. Yeah. It was charming. There's a lot of trees, folks. There's a lot of trees in Northern California. Okay, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, you think you have trees, and then you go there, and it's like it's all trees. And then if you go further, it gets like even more trees. Like when I got into Oregon, it was like the whole thing was trees. Like the road barely like was between the two trees that were like so many trees. Like that's all I remember from that trip. Like trees and cows. Like trees and cows and more trees. And then there was Crater Lake, which was beautiful. And then trees, bowling alley. Portland was cool. Eugene, beer, trees. It was a lot of trees. Like it was. So how are the trees up there? They must be really nice. Like that's.
Yeah. They're pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a variety, but I think it's really interesting for me to see the palm trees around here because coming from Washington, that's not something I'm used to.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And
That's
so I'll see like pine trees and stuff, but
mhm.
then, mixed in, there'll be palm trees. And I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, that's right. I'm in California.
You ready? Do you want me to blow your mind a little bit? Did you know that palm trees are not
Hmm.
native to California? They were imported from
Really?
somewhere else. Apparently, it was a long time ago, like 100 years ago. They decided they were going to bring in some palm
Wow.
trees, and I don't know where this was. It might have been Palm Springs. And then now I need to go to Wikipedia and stuff to like make sure this is correct. But my understanding is that they're not indigenous, which is like I would never have guessed that. I'm like, how could they? Where else would they have come from? But they did come from other places, like maybe more tropical
Yeah.
places. So
Interesting.
wildness and oh, so Jordy, yeah, okay, Jordy, it's validate. Okay, Jordy says Spanish missionaries brought the first palm trees to California in the 18th century. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
isn't that interesting? But
Yeah.
I, I, I mean, literally, the symbols for certain things in LA have palm trees in them. Like, it's wild to think that they were not indigenous to the area. You know.
Yeah.
Um, Let me see. Celtic says, haha, those trees in Hilltop caused quite the stir when they put those in there. Oh, really? Interesting. 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 So yeah.
Are you
Um
talking about palm trees or
that might have
she's
been
talking about a spot in our town?
I'm thinking spot in your town. Because I think that was
Yeah.
from earlier.
In and out in there. Oh,
Yeah, that's right. So the in and
yeah,
out
yeah, the
logo
palm
you
trees on
cross palm
Hilltop.
tree. Yeah. Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh those oh,
Interesting. Wow.
because you don't
Huh.
have palm trees otherwise. So it must just be strange. I get it. I get it. All those are newish. That is interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
Huh.
yeah. You know what's interesting also, like when you're up in Northern California, like really any part of it, but specifically the further north you go, like Eureka, as you go up, when you get out of the car, and Yosemite too, like to an extent. Like if have you been to Yosemite, or
No,
around
not
there?
yet.
Okay, okay. Well, you're kind of already in it anyway, right? Because like it's kind of like that a lot of Northern California. But when you get out of the car and you have that many trees around you, you can feel how fresh the air is, and it is
Yeah.
remarkable. It just feels so invigorating. When I get out of the
Mm-hmm.
car in my city, I breathe in smog. It's very different.
Oh gosh.
Very different.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually not that bad. It used to be a lot worse. Like smog was horrible when I was little, but they've cleaned it up a lot. It's actually
Oh.
not that bad anymore. But it's not what you have. I mean, I envy the overwhelming amount of air. It feels so good. Like it just brings life to your lungs. It's wonderful.
They're all putting off oxygen,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Um, Jordy says, I only know Joshua trees being native to California. Right. That's around the Death Valley, right? So amazing. Um, Veda says, we were in Big Bear last October when we were coming off the mountain toward LA. We saw the smog just hovering.
Ooh.
Real true story, right, Veda? True story. Yeah, yeah. But like I said, it used to be worse. It used to be a lot worse. Like it's crazy how much it's actually improved, if you can believe it. But giant sequoias all over 70%. Yeah, those giant sequoias are amazing. Like just if you just get up close to one, like it's huge. It's like the size of like an entire building. Like it's no more than that. Like it's even bigger than a building.
Wow.
Yeah. Um. Gosh. Can I ask a quick follow up, Sarah? Um.
Yeah.
If is there
No, sorry, no more questions. No more questions.
You need to talk to my agent for questions. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry. But
That's right.
um is there a place in North America you would like to visit in the near future that you have not been to yet?
Ooh.
Don't say Texas, King. I know Texas is on the agenda too, but besides Texas.
Ah, nip that in the bud before it even comes up. um, well, that I haven't been to. I where would I want to go?
It could be Texas though. Like I was just joking. Like
Can I say a town I haven't been to? I'll just choose one on a map close to Nashville. I can't say
ah.
Nashville because I've been to Nashville.
Okay.
But this is my cheat code.
Well, you know,
I
if
really
Nashville
want to go
speaks,
to. Yeah.
no,
What's that?
that's cool. Like a suburb of Nashville, so that you can say you've been in a different place, but you didn't go to.
Exactly.
That works for me. I'm down.
But it would also, I guess, it would also be fun, to go to New York
Cool.
because I have not been there. Catch a Broadway show. You know, Veda could tell me all the things. She used to live there. So, bagels.
Bagels. Let's
Yes.
go.
Yes.
Yep.
King, I've been to Texas though. Not since I've known you, but I've been to Texas. So we can't we can't say that. So I guess my true answer would be New York,
Okay. Oh wow.
I suppose.
New York is a place I visited 10 years ago as well, and I really meant to go more often, but then this thing called the pandemic happened, and it just kind of things have changed since then, obviously. But there's a lot to do in New York, and it's really cool. So I do hope you get to go there, especially if you like musical theater, and I think you do. Like, it's awesome to see Broadway shows up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beta says, listen, 2 more days, and then I can have real bagels again. And look, it's legit. It's a total thing. Let me see. But I went to Texas for the first time last year, and I will say Austin is cool. Austin is definitely cool. I wish I could have figured out a way to move in King down there. That's the only thing that's kind of a bummer about it. But it was a tight schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We really tried though. We were trying to figure out like how could we do it maybe the day before or the day after, and but I think the next time I go, I'll put in that time so that I can have more time to meet other people, you know. So
That would be cool.
yeah.
Wait, Jordy, I would love to go visit Bend, Oregon to go visit the last Blockbuster. Is it still open?
Yeah, Jordy has brought this up
Is there
before.
one Blockbuster still open?
Apparently, I'm told.
What?
I would love to go to Bend, Oregon, but that would not be the reason. Bend is a beautiful spot, and they have really a lot of breweries. So the Blockbuster is a nice little bonus on top of all that. But Jordy, if you do go, I would recommend. And if you like beer, like Jordy, I would recommend it for sure. Bend is a gorgeous place. Like I recommend totally. As they say, everything is bigger than Texas. Venus says, remember the Alamo King? That's funny. Yeah. I dig it a lot. So, my charge gently weeps. Well done. So, I will say, Sarah, if you go to Texas, I could not recommend enough. Go to San Antonio. San Antonio. That's where you go. San Antonio, all the way. And then do the Riverwalk, watch a Spurs game. Check out the Alamo.
Okay.
Have yourself some tacos, salsa.
Well, I have been there because I have family who lived there.
Oh, really? Right on.
Yes. So I have been to the Alamo, but I was fairly young.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't think we really, I don't know. That was a big highlight. I'm not sure what else we really did. So yeah, I wouldn't mind going back.
That's cool. Yeah, I have actually met people from San Antonio. They're the coolest, But San Antonio is more chaotic than LA traffic. I mean, most Texas traffic's bad, honestly. I've just my study of it. It's like Houston traffic's bad, Dallas traffic's bad. Don't really know a lot about Austin traffic, but they did have patches of badness. Yeah. And then remember how badly we lost there? Is that ding worthy? Sure. I'm generous tonight, but yeah. Vegas is Austin wasn't that bad compared to bigger cities. Yeah, King says traffic is traffic and traffic is bad. Yeah, yeah. Everybody it just pins it on LA, but we do not have a monopoly on car traffic. Car traffic is rough in a lot of places. Like Atlanta can tell you all about it. New York can tell you all about it too. Chicago can tell you all about it. Like, the Bay Area, and you're pretty close to there. Like, it's rough. Like, I remember one time it took me like an hour to get from like freaking San Jose to like Oakland. Like, it was just like it took me a very long time. It was like, wow. I wasn't expecting that up there, but that's just me not knowing the area that well. Veda says I'm from New York. It took me 2 hours to go 3 miles once. I know that well.
Oh my gosh.
SoCal born and bred. I know it well, but Veda.
Oof.
Was that the Lincoln Tunnel? It probably was. Like, I bet you that was it. The Lincoln Tunnel can take you 2 hours to go across the tunnel, which I think is less than 3 miles even. Oh no, Veda says I had to pee. Oh, George Washington Bridge. Holy mackerel. That tracks. Holy wow. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Let's see. Smarticus says I have a fun Atlanta traffic story from when I lived in the area. Yeah, that is just as bad. You're right, Veda. Yeah. Celtic says I grew up in the Bay Area. I do not miss that commute. 45 minutes to go 10 miles.
Whoa.
I consider that a good day in LA. Like, I actually did that yesterday. I was like driving like 10 miles to get downtown from here where I am. Like, I'm on the west side, and like it took me 57 minutes. I was claiming victory for that. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, it's like that was a good day. Like, usually it's like more, and that was in the 90s. Damn, it must be even. Whoa,
Dang.
Wow. Yeah. Smarticus says I lived in northeast of Atlanta and worked just outside the perimeter. If I left my house at 6:25 a.m., I would get to the office at 6:45 a.m. If I left at 6:30 a.m., I would arrive at 8:15.
Whoa.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, Jordy says 57 minutes is a win, and it really is. Jordy knows too. Even though Jordy's not like downtown per se, there's traffic in Jordy's part of town too. Like, it's a lot of there are a lot of people live here. Timing is everything with commute. Yeah. I mean, Sarah, how is it? Do you have what's the commute scenario for Nate and yourself? Like, is that all right, or is
I laugh because
oh boy,
we live in a small town.
Right.
You can get from one end of town to the other in like 15 minutes.
Oh, I want
you
this.
really, you never, maybe 20, maybe 20.
Okay.
That's kind of stretching it, but you're never really, unless you're leaving town, you're not going to be driving more than 20 minutes to go anywhere.
That sounds great. Like,
I'm really spoiled now, actually.
That's like extra great. Like that, and you have trees, like all the trees, like.
Yeah.
That's just winning. Like, you get to
listen. It's gotten to the point where I'm like, oh man, this place is 15 minutes away. I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't. Maybe I'll just stay home.
That is so funny. 15 folks. 15.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have done it if it was like 11 minutes, but 15.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right. Celtic is around your part. Whereabouts is nearby too.
Yeah.
My commute is 10. Right now, Veda says right now my commute is 10 feet. That's awesome.
Veda.
I mean, real talk. My commute at the moment is like, it's like 5 feet from that end of the room to here. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I'm doing all right. But when I do have to go to the office, it's like 20 minutes. But that's really extraordinary for LA because normally it's like an hour to get anywhere, even like a couple miles. Yeah. Let's see. Let me keep going. Yeah, Celtics is 30 minutes here at the lake. That's cool. You get to go to a lake 30 minutes away. That sounds awesome.
We have 2 lakes nearby.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, that's a sweet spot. Yeah. Do you have any like? So you mentioned you have like a lot of good like bar, like restaurants, and are there wineries up your way too, and like and breweries and things like that?
Well, um, I personally, first off, for the first half of your sentence, I think the restaurants around here are good,
Mm-hmm.
but my friends who are more particular complain that there's nothing good here. There's nothing good
Oh.
to eat, and
Mm,
you must go to a bigger town to find anything worth, going out for.
I see.
So, I'm not as picky though, and I think, I've found plenty of great food here, so
Mm-hmm.
just saying. But yeah, but we have several different vineyards, wineries, wine bars, um places like that, breweries around here. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. We did Nate and I sometimes we go to music bingo at
Mm-hmm.
a brewery in town. And that's a lot of fun. In fact, Lisa, you should come with us sometime. But it's great cuz they'll play like I don't know, 20, 30 seconds of a song and it's not actually like trivia. So it's not cheating to use Shazam if you don't know what the
Oh,
song is.
interesting. Okay. Okay.
It's
Mm-hmm.
more about just marking it on your bingo sheet. And so
Mm-hmm.
people are like helping each other and like singing along when they know it. And it's just a lot of fun. And like you can bring snacks and stuff. It's super casual. So we've been having fun with that.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I think
Mm-hmm.
combining music and trivia is really fun. Like I think
Yeah.
I live for name that tune. I play a game called Song Pop sometimes on my phone. Like it's really fun.
Ooh.
And so
I wonder if that's the one I used to play.
it probably is because it's a
I
Facebook game. Like you can get it on Facebook. Like it's on the Facebook. You can just go on there and
Oh, interesting.
but there's an app
It
too.
is the one.
Nice.
Oh, I was so into this.
Beta says I played that too. That's great. Yeah, it's
I was so into that. Oh my gosh.
yeah. I was there was that moment. It was years ago. It's probably the same time you were playing it. Like many years ago, I was like in. It was not many years ago, but years ago, I was I was on that app all the time, and it was like do, you know. And then do you ever do you live for the moment when you get the category you want? Like you know,
Yes.
yeah, that's great. That's great. And you like you barely hear like half a second beep, or like or even less. Like you just like it's so good. Um,
So fun. Also, Veda says I had to stop. I was too addicted. And to that, Veda, you know exactly what I'm thinking about. Like your ant game.
oh boy.
I had to stop. There was a game I I did a sponsored stream for. A couple sponsored streams, I think. Anyway,
Which is your
and we
fault.
started playing together. Yes, well. And after a while, I gave it up, but Veda has continued, and she has grown very powerful in that game.
Oh wow. Yeah. Beta says, but honestly, I'm only still playing because of wits. Ah, gotcha.
Yes, one of our friends from the game, who Veda, I think, hopefully will be meeting in person, which is cool.
That is awesome.
Hmm.
Steeman, I wanted to say hi to Steeman Friend. I don't want to forget. Steeman, it's great to see you.
Yeah,
A shout out to
hi,
Steeman
Steven.
Friend. Good to see you. Your car isn't even warmed up after 15 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. At this time of year for sure. Um now Celtic did present a possible setback towards living in the land of the trees. And Celtic said, but it's 110 to 120 in the summer. Well, that's fair.
Yes.
Um, but but it is a dry heat, which is a decent compromise, I think. Um, Ant Legion will be in a few weeks. Nice, nice, nice. But it's really cool. I love these bonds you've had with like with your crew, specifically your mods like Veda and King. I feel like y'all are tied at the hip. Like it's just I love your conversations y'all have together. And how did
Yeah.
you find them? Like how did they run into you, or how did you run into them?
How did we find each other, guys? Um, Feel free to tell the story in the chat because I know Veda found me through a friend when her friend rated me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, and she never left.
Never left. Beta never left. Yeah, that's right.
And then she was a VIP for a while and then got promoted to mod. She was gracious enough to agree to mod um, when I had a need. So that was awesome. And King has been modding even longer than that, actually. King, how did we meet? Well, no, we met through Danny's stream,
I was thinking that
didn't
too.
we?
I would have guessed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely met through the dinos. But then King quickly became a VIP, and then again there was a need for a mod, and he kindly offered, and he's been swinging the sword ever since.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he swings that
Is
sword
that
on a grill.
accurate, guys? Feel free to correct me if I messed anything up.
Yep.
And now we troll with the best of them. Yes, Veda.
That is so true. And we all, as chat participants, are here for that too. Like it makes it much more engaging. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I could ask a really no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Because we are about positivity on this channel, so I'm not gonna get into that. But I do love that the mods are there to protect and keep the mood of the chat in a good place and not let the bad actors take over. That's important.
Yes.
So, because of the unity between you all, I feel like that's very much in hand. Maybe there's one clown here or there, but nothing serious, right? Veda and I forgot to pre-warn Davey that we were going to troll Sarah during the stream. Oops. It's all good because I've seen it on stream on your channel anyway. So like, I love the consistency. So I appreciate you.
It's really just to be expected at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's no different here. Like, I get trolled relentlessly by King and by Rahomo, and then Aaron before that, and Jamie. I mean, everybody. When Jason was around, Jason too. Like it's actually kind of it's actually something I live for in a lot of ways. Tina's. I wish Tina would troll me more. It's a weird thing to say because Tina's one of the nicest people on Twitch. Tina French. Like, please troll me more. I love how kind you are and heartwarming and everything, but I will gladly take a couple of jokes. That's cool too. Like, oh, Jordy. Oh, we were behind on the redeems. I'm so sorry. Tina troll. Do you even know? Well, it doesn't carry over to the channel apparently, or maybe I just forgot. I don't know. Maybe Hoke might be right. I might have just misread this. Tina troll. Do you even know? No, right. Yeah. I mean. Yeah, I know. Hoke's right. Jordy's redeemed boom roasted. All right, Jordy. You are so Jordy boom roasted. Okay. Well, Jordy, you I this is where I think one of the reasons I think I'm like I respect Danielle Allard so much because like we both have the same problem with this. Like we can't be mean sometimes. Like the only thing I got is like, wow, Jordy, like my appreciation for you overflows like the amount of milk you pour into the bowl before your cereal. That's all I got. Boom, roasted.
That's a good one.
Thank you. I actually like that. That wasn't too bad. That was pretty good. The Tina stops here.
Yeah. I would not be able to do that on my stream.
Yeah. Oh.
I know I wouldn't be able to come up with anything.
It's hard because you're just engineered. You're just driven. It's in your instinct to just like try to bring out the positivity and everything, right? So
yeah.
You really only save that when you truly don't like someone. There are not that many people in the world that I can be that like that. Well, okay, I'm not gonna get there. But the point is, it's not in my nature to do that, and I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah. But oh yeah, no, for sure. What Smarticus was trying to say is like I've never seen Tina do that anywhere. Yeah, same. And I think that's kind of why Tina is a really great part of our community, because Tina has truly been really good about like just being very um lifting people up. And I see it in the chat too. Like Tina will also just lift people up when they come in. Oh, thank you for coming in and joining us tonight. It's so nice to see you here. I was like, that's really nice, Tina. Like, it's really nice of you to welcome people into the chat. Like, it's really nice. King says if Sarah ever got to that kind of level, the second coming would be close to come. Yeah, I Sarah, that would be mind blowing for me. Like, I've never seen you get mad at anybody. Like, that's.
Oh gosh.
Have you felt close? Have you wanted to at certain points? And you've been. No, I don't want to ask that question, but yeah.
Not really.
Good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like you said, like we were saying, like it's not when it's not in your nature. It's not good to. It doesn't make sense to force it either. It just doesn't come off as authentic, you know. So
there have been a couple times I've had to be a little more stern with trolls who were being actually mean trolls or like intentionally disobeying the rules. And so I don't like that, you know.
Yeah.
I feel very awkward and uncomfortable in those scenarios where I'm like, "Oh gosh."
Yeah.
Like, what do I do?
That's
I'm like,
awful.
please remember to use kind words here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. And that's not fair because
stop being a troll.
Exactly. Exactly. That's not. Yeah. We have King to tell them off. Eggs. Yeah, I love that. And that's King does it. King does the telling off, so we don't have to. I love it. Let me keep going. Catch up on chat. King says, "Oh, she's been upset before." Quotations. Wow. Smarticus says, "Jordy, 12, feeling stuck in the tween phase so much. See how easy it is, Davey? Nice. That's a solid roast. Solid roast. I love it. Jordy loves it too. I'm glad. Let's see. Celtic says, I had Trolls Sunday. Not fun. Good mods are priceless. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's and you're right, Sarah. It's hard to deal with. Like, the first thing you have to do is like don't acknowledge it in the chat, and that's sometimes hard to do too. Like you don't want to validate these awful people, you know. So
yeah.
Well,
and it's hard to know sometimes if they aren't directly being mean at first.
Mm-hmm.
If they are intentionally trying to disregard the rules, or if they just don't know, or is English even their first language? Maybe they don't really speak English and they don't understand what's happening. And, you know, maybe they see something about song requests in the title and they're like, oh, like, I can feel free to request whatever I want over and over again. Like, you just never quite know where someone's coming from and if they have ill intent or not. And so, yeah, I try to treat them, give them the benefit of the doubt and believe the best of them. But then when it becomes apparent, like, oh, no, this is very intentional.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is. And then you're like, okay, well, enough of that.
No, it's good to give him rope, though, in that spot. At least in early on, right? Like, I totally see where you're coming from on that. It's like, because as you said, sometimes it has turned out where but it was just a language misunderstanding, and that's fine. You know, you can work around that. So, I think that's pretty solid. See, Smarticus says rules streams with an iron fist, a cast iron pan. That sounds delicious. Do you have any pork chops for that pan? Now you got me hungry again. That sounds pretty good. Jordy says glad Davey's bilingual. King says Sarah can be bilingual as well. Interesting.
Yep.
Only if I can use lard.
It is true.
Sign me up. I'm in, dude. Let's go. Like, it's horrible for my health, but I would do it. Especially if Hoke is making it. Like, that sounds great.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you've been learning English on Duolingo?
Veda! Veda's giving away my secrets.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes at the end of the week, you gotta do what you gotta do to stay in the rankings. Okay.
Wow. Wow. Oh
No, but my
man.
main thing on there is Spanish.
Okay, cool.
Veda's on to
I'm
me.
just bleeping fired.
Listen, earlier today I worked on my Irish and my Russian and my Spanish and my Portuguese. So, don't come for me.
Okay. Dig it. When I'm with she legit has the English course on there. Interesting. So
I do. I just admitted to that.
I appreciate your honesty there, Sarah. Absolutely. I mean,
You have to get the XP somehow. Anyway.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I'd have to play the game a little bit or do the app a little bit to really have an idea like how much of a cheat this is before I determine whether I'd feel ethically like able to do such a thing. Oh my gosh. Hi, Segi. Oh, I just got back. Oh my gosh, you missed a lot of. What did Sarah do? All right, so you ready for this, Segi? We are told that Sarah and Duolingo sometimes does the English course on Duolingo to help maintain her average.
Because every week you are ranked in a certain what's it called? Grouping, tier.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This isn't the word. Veda's gonna give me the word. Anyway, league. You're in a certain league each time. And so you move up in the leagues. But then you have people in this top league, which I am now in, getting like 20,000 plus XP in a week. And I'm like, are you like, what is happening? And then suddenly I find myself at the bottom. I'm going to get demoted to the lower league. So then I'm like, oh shoot, I need to earn a bunch of XP quickly.
Oh, I see.
So in order to stay in the league, I do the English course.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, who is to say that the people that you're competing with aren't also doing the English course? Hmm?
That's what I wonder too.
Yeah, right. So I honestly don't think it's that bad a cheat. I don't think it's that bad a move. Honestly, if that's what you're looking at. And
as Steggy says, English is a language,
mm-hmm.
and also now this I thought about being an English teacher, so I love spelling and grammar, so I have a very good grasp on that. But imagine if someone did not, it could be a really good review for them to be like, oh, it should be has been, not been. I don't know. I'm not giving good examples, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it could actually be helpful. So, I don't know.
Well, imagine for a minute.
I don't feel like it's that scandalous, but Veda seems to think so.
Well, I would have a better idea once I try it myself, but I honestly don't think it's terrible. As I was saying, like, we don't know if other people aren't doing it too. So it's like, it might actually be. If everybody else can do it, and I think everybody else can pick the language as well, then I would say it's fair game. Like, maybe it would seem unnecessary from my point of view, but on the other hand, English is a tougher language than everybody thinks. And Jordy says Davey should be download Duolingo and do the English course. I mean, I can only imagine the embarrassment level if I fail the English course. Like, wow. Like, really?
No one would know. It doesn't tell people.
Oh,
it
doesn't tell
fail.
people? Okay.
No. The only way is up. You can't go down well, unless you drop leagues, but then it's assumed that you're just too busy that week or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
If you do join, though, we should be friends on there. So
Okay.
let me know.
I shall, absolutely. Thank you for that, Sarah. Gather around your Duolingo and your Band-Aids. Nice. I know you were teasing. That's all good, Veda. Yeah.
Yes, Stevie is on there too. And they, in the last year, have added music and math So it's no longer just languages, which is really
Ooh.
interesting.
I'm gonna kill everybody in the math.
So,
You know how many people were struggle with math in this country? Like I would destroy people in math. Like
yes. Well, you know what? I love math. And when I started their math course, I was so thrown off because they, the way they're trying to teach it or like review it is really weird. So it'll show like for fractions, let's say. Um or let's just say a number, like 110. And you'll have to match it with what image of 110 fits that. And so it'll be like a square, a 10 by 10 grid. So that's 100. And then a column of 10. But when you're first starting out, you're like, what? Like, why do I need to have the visual of the, like, why am I not doing equations already? Like, what's happening here? Anyway, at least for me, I was like, what is this?
well, you know, I tell you, to that I say it's all like it's academic, right? In the end, but I love all that. Sarah, I would like to welcome Rahoma into our stream tonight. Rahoma says, "Me fail English? That's impossible." Davey, probably. That's great. So good.
And Steggy says, do people still double space after a period, or is this one of those lost arts like cursive? Well, in my experience, from what I've learned and researched, actually, it seems that double spacing is more of an old school thing now. But I think still in some like scientific papers and stuff, you know, professional papers like that, like it's not frowned upon. You can definitely still do it, but either way you do it, you need to be consistent. So that's the key. Also, I'm very sad that cursive is not being taught in a lot of schools these days, because yeah, it's sad.
Now we all have doctor signatures. That's a shame. Yeah. I mean, even with the cursive in the schools, like my handwriting is terrible. That's with it. Like, imagine without it. I don't even know what I would say to that. Oh no, this is how we know Sticky is over 40. Sticky's just oh my gosh. I love double space. I'll defend it. Sure, I'll up my age too. I love double space. I'm all about double. Like, Vedas is double space forever. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Let's see. Steven says, I can't double space a text message from my phone. Wait, is that true? Like, do they autocorrect that? Like, I do. I never really thought of it. Well, first of all, when you write text, do you normally even put punctuation? I just write wow, and then I don't even put a period at that. I just like, you know. Oh, hey, Brendan. Indubitably Brendan. Shout out to Indubitably Brendan.
What's up, Brendan?
I was always good at cursive. Nice. Seki says, who else learned to type on an Apple II with that cardboard cover they layered over your hand so you couldn't see the keys? Wow. That's a memory. But yeah, me. Me. Veda says, I learned on a typewriter. Oh, Marhomo says, who else played Number Munchers on Apple II? Yes! I think I played it. Did you play it? Veda played it, apparently. Number Munchers. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. But I think that we need to reveal the biggest news of all. Rahamo, Sarah, could you refresh for us your favorite cereal?
Rahomo, my favorite cereal is grape nuts.
You heard it straight from our friends. Straight from our friends. Yeah, let's go. Love it, Rahamo. Big ol' yes from your homo. I have big news for you. Here it comes. Let's see. And Jordy says, I'm way too young for the Apple II, but it sounds fun. Oh, it's great. Rahoma says, our friend Ali, all joking aside, did a thing. Oh my gosh, we need to put this out. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go put this up on. Hold on there, Sarah. I got this for you. Holy cow! This is kind of.
I'm so curious.
I am too. Actually, I think I know where this is going. The date is rather fascinating to me, but here, all joking aside, has this for us. National Grape Nuts Day, April 1st, which I think is amazing. That I love it. Grape nuts
Nice.
is ultimate April Fool's Day food. It is neither grapes nor nuts, whether enjoyed in milk or on ice cream or in cottage cheese or on its own. It it deserves to be celebrated in its nutty glory.
Amazing.
Big old shout to All Joking Aside. Props to you. This is great. Yeah. Why does that look like kitty litter? We don't. I mean, we can't prove that. That's grape nuts. What do you mean?
What are you talking
What
about?
are you talking about?
Totally not sus. Especially on April Fool's Day.
Absolutely. It's totally legit.
Schedule a dentist appointment.
It's definitely kitty litter. Nice. Grape nuts bring up nostalgia many memories for so many. Yeah, me too. Conversation starter fuel. Spending summers with my grandma. My first chipped tooth. No, hand raised for that. Grape nuts has a unique quality of being both polarizing and uniting. That's funny. Even when we disagree about grape nuts, we all enjoy chatting about it. That's actually right. I think I do enjoy chatting about it. But here's National Grape Nuts Day activities. Pour a bowl. But do you pour the milk first or the grape nuts first?
That's the real question.
Yeah. Number 2, schedule a dentist appointment. Pretend. This is fantastic. Salad, this is great. The photo library is just the picture of the kitty litter. That's it. Yeah. Y'all are bad for my packing. I'm sorry, Beta. But we appreciate you being here. Oh, gosh. Okay, so Steggy says, core memory. 2nd grade Steggy playing Oregon Trail, exclaiming that my daughter died from chlamydia because I confused it with cholera. Parents were called... Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no. Beta says, my friend did that too. Her mom fell off the couch laughing. Oh, my God, that's funny. Ooh. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Amazing story.
Ooh.
Brendan says, I told Rahoma grape nuts and he said, thank you. Must have misheard me. What? Oh, that's funny. Okay. So what do we have? Okay. So last thing, Brendan says, what cool holidays fall on your birthday, Sarah?
I'm looking it up right now.
I hope it's National Pesto Day. That'd be great.
National Bao Day, like bao buns. Delicious.
Oh, okay. Oh, bao.
Romance Awareness Month.
Ah.
Never heard of that. Of course I've never heard of any of these, but Burger Day, I can get behind that.
I love that.
Never Been Better Day. Like a bean.
Never BAN better?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not about that one. No. Like they should ban that one.
I don't know what that even is.
This is what it is.
Eat a Peach Day.
We don't want that.
Is it a Bean Boozled Day?
Well, bean, it's a bean.
I mean, it feels like it, and I don't want that on my birthday.
I don't want that on my birthday.
National Eat a Peach Day.
Yes.
I like that one.
Let's go.
National Rainbow Baby Day. Aw. That's awesome. For anyone who doesn't know, that's like when someone has a miscarriage and then they get pregnant again and have that baby.
Aww.
That is what a rainbow baby is. Oh my gosh. August is National Sandwich Month. It's perfect.
I should move my birthday to August.
It's also my birthday is also National Pecan Torte Day. So
That's
Thank you very much.
oh
I
wow.
will receive all of the pecan torts from you guys on August 22nd, please. Thank you.
I'm here. I mean, yeah, I highly endorse this idea. National Sandwich Month is August. Oh my gosh, we gotta step up our game on August on the stream. Like we're gonna have a sandwich every single
Heck
stream.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Every
Mhm.
single stream we have a sandwich. That would be really fun. Um, okay. Um, let me see. I'm trying to. Is there anything else like? Yeah, August represent nice, Veda. Too bad Davey's born in May. You're not going anywhere. What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I was born in May. That is correct. Yeah. I have Star Wars Day in May. That's cool. I think it's great.
Yeah, that is cool.
And well, I think you're a Gemini, not a Taurus, so minus sports. It says you. Gemini's the coolest, the best. Everybody else is the rest. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, May birthdays for the win. Absolutely. A lot of cool people were born in May. Interestingly, a lot of people on Twitch were born in May, which is kind of funny. I never really would have expected so many.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I counted
Yeah.
like a dozen people that I know from Twitch who have May birthdays, including Brendan. Brendan's one of them.
Wow.
Yep. You share a birthday with the almighty creator George Lucas. There you go, Brendan.
I believe Danny's birthday is at the end of August, right?
That's right. Yeah.
August 30th or 31st or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think we share a birth month.
That's awesome. Yeah, August birthdays is
Mhm.
rad too. I have a lot of good friends, and you're one, and Danny's one, and one of my best
And
friends.
Veda.
Veda, that's right. Veda's one. Oh, hanging out in August. August is a very good birthday month. Yeah.
29th. That's the
August
one.
29th. Sweet. Wait, was that Beta or was that?
That's Danny.
Oh, that's Danny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's right. It is Danny. Danny would be right there. Um, now Brahmos is we were talking about the bow buns. Davey 100% heard National Bowel Day. Yeah, because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
My gosh.
I was like, it's not that far from the truth. But once I found out, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, the bao buns are tasty. Yeah. It's like Chopao. It's really good. Yeah. Your face didn't hide it. Well, it didn't. No. Absolutely not. No. Okay. Any last requests from chat? I think we'll go ahead and close the queue. This has been really fun tonight, Sarah. Thank you for the time.
Yeah, this has been great. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and close out that queue, mods. Thank you so much for being part of this tonight. I've been really trying to scan the thumbnails to figure out like a good place to raid, but I was thinking like I'm leaning in the direction of like 2000s music, right? And I have a couple of ideas. And one is a little bit a little bit out of the ordinary, only because it's not normally a music stream, but they are doing it tonight, which would be really cool. But I would also like to inquire as to, do you have any other friends that you might know of that might be good suggestions? We could go there.
Oh, yeah, I just found someone.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is who you were looking at, but our friend Billy Go2
Billy Go2
is on.
think I follow. I do not know. Let me check. Billy Go2.
His stream is super fun.
I know the name. I think I may have been there a couple times. Let me go look this up. Hold on, folks. Let me see. Billy the Goat or Billy Go2?
Billy Go2. Goto.
Billy Go. Okay. I got it. I don't believe I'm following, which is exciting for me because that means we can get to a new place. So I just want to say, before we get raid calls and all that, before we get thanks and everything, we need to I just want to stress a couple things, and I think it's important. One, we have another interview this Saturday. We're going to be hanging out with Maker Plays, and during this interview, we are going to be doing we're going to be on during the day, so we'll start at 3:00 Eastern. But to further help promote the New Tune Showcase that's also this weekend. And Sarah, you've been on New Tune Showcase before, right? Am I right? Do I remember?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That is so cool. It's such a cool event. I mean, I'll get to that in a minute, but when we get there, when we do our interview on Saturday, we will be doing a live look-in every 30 minutes at New Tune for a couple minutes, and then we'll just jump back into what we were doing. So just make a note of that. We'll be doing some live look-ins at New Tune as we do our interview with Maker Plays on Saturday. It'll be a really fun time. And next week, if you like cozy streamer, and if you like cats, you are going to love our next interview on the 12th. We're going to be hanging out with Claire Pix. It's just a huge get for us. Like, we're really excited to chat with Claire. So don't miss those shows. Check our upcoming schedule over on Discord. It'll tell you all the latest happenings and who's on and what's happening next. So, oh, hold on, right? That is the other thing we should discuss. So first, let's talk about a little about New Tune. Like, tell us about your experiences on New Tune Showcase. Like, what have you enjoyed from being part of that singer-songwriter series?
Yeah. Well, I was only a part of it once. And it was a lot of fun. It was really stretching for me to have to write to a specific prompt. So kind of put the pressure on, lit the fire underneath me. And yeah, and I like the song I wrote. I feel like it's easier for me to write more freely. But it was a good exercise for me, I guess. But yeah, I found it definitely challenging.
Mm-hmm. But I love that you embraced the challenge. You went through, you powered through, and obviously great music came out of it. That's really cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
And I thought it was really fun to hear everyone else's songs too.
Mm-hmm.
And just like hear their process and everything, and see how different all the songs we wrote came out. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a highlight for me.
Yo, look, we got another raid. Oh my goodness. It's our buddy MattSuarez. What's up, buddy? What's up, Matt? Welcome in. Holy cow. I predict the riot. I predict the riot. Oh my gosh. Matt, it's good. It's been a minute. How's it going? The Inception.
What's up, Matt?
Good to see Matt again. That's our good friend MattSuarez. He's such a talented fellow. My friends, you need to follow our friend MattSuarez. Give her a friend a follow. And I see you're playing Valorant. I hope that went well. Oh, I know. Dig it, Matt. Welcome in. I'm Davey. I'm a variety streamer. I'm based in Los Angeles, California. I do interviews like this one tonight. We have our good friend Sarah Cameron music on with us this evening. Glad you're alive to raid, and I miss you. Aw, back at you. I hope you're doing all right out there. Valorant is bad for your health. I've heard. It's quite the game. It can really get you addicted. And Matt says hi, Sarah. So,
what's up, Matt?
Yeah.
It's been a little while. I need to pop back into your stream.
Yeah. Feelings mutual. Like, it's been a minute. So thank you so much for the raid, Matt. It's nice to see you again. And yeah, I mean, if you ever run into the folks from Risky too, let them know I said what's up as well. And I owe them a Velveeta too on top of that. So, but welcome. I'm doing okay, doing the thing per usual. I love it. Same, basically. And Matt says good to see you too. Love it. But yeah, so lots to say. We were just talking about New Tune Showcase, right? Yeah, New Tune Showcase. So like, has some new songs coming out. Great experiences. And anything else? Oh, you know what? I met Matt at TwitchCon recently. I know you were talking about that. What is the prospects? Would you? I mean, because I can get the word out too if you need to. Like, were you thinking of going this year too, or maybe not, or like, is that something you would like to do? Like, what's your thought there?
Are you asking me or Matt?
No, I'm asking. Sorry, I should be more specific. I was asking you, Sarah. Good question, but.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, actually, I meant to bring that up earlier too. Yes, since I didn't make it last year, or the year before, or the year before that, I'm hoping this year will be my first year at TwitchCon, and I have gone ahead and reserved a fully refundable Airbnb.
Yes.
So, just in case it doesn't work out, I'm not on the hook, but I'm really hoping it will this year. And yeah, would love to see everyone and be part of things. I think that would be so amazing to meet
Sarah,
so many friends. And I'm hoping that some of our friends from the Cam fam will be there because that would be super sweet and the biggest highlight. Um, but I'm not sure my mods are going. So I don't know.
oh,
Sag.
oh. But you know what? I have a really good percentage chance I'll be there. So I'm excited for the prospect
Yeah.
of meeting you there, if not sooner, possibly.
Heck yeah.
But it's definitely there.
Dude, that'd be so awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you thinking of doing another karaoke
Yes,
night?
maybe more
Yes.
than one. We're
I
gonna.
was so sad I missed out.
I'm very
So
excited.
sad.
Yeah, we're really excited to start that back up again. We've been getting requests from a number of people about that. So like, we would love to incorporate you into our karaoke session. Perhaps. So definitely one though. But we'll So I'm excited. Yeah, TwitchCon. Yeah, let's go. And Matt says I'm going to try to go this year. Haha, I wasn't asked. No, listen, Matt, your presence was missed last year. Legit. Like when you were there the previous couple of times, like it was a jam. It was a vibe and a half. So we
Dude, Matt, it would be so good to meet you. Oh my gosh.
Matt's got amazing stories on top of everything else. Like just a gem, gem of a human. Yeah, King Con in April. No, I'm not laughing. I only laughed because I was surprised, but honestly, I'm not hating the idea. It's like, you know what I'm thinking? Because I was actually talking to King today about like, look, could I go to Austin for like a weekend to go to Gav Barbecue and get to meet people? I'm like, maybe we should do this. Maybe we should have King Kong in April. Like that should be a real thing. Like I would do it. Yeah.
It would be so fun. I would love it.
Would you consider taking a stop on your way to New York for the King Kong? Oh my god.
I noticed King said that earlier. He was like, Texas is sort of on your way to New York.
Yeah. King says bring
Okay.
Sarah. Yeah. It's true. Matt says, I know, brother. I'm gonna do my best this year. Life has been wild, and I just couldn't resist. I just couldn't last year. Unfortunate. We shall be on the lineup this year and hopefully make it happen. I dig it. Matt, I'll tell you. I think you probably already know, actually, Matt, because like I mentioned it on all the platforms. Like it was a wild year for me too. It was rough, actually. Probably one of the most difficult years of my life, honestly. So this year already. Okay, I'm not gonna go so far as to say it's been a good year, but certainly it's been a clearer road. Can we say that? Like it's not as much drama, certainly, at least within the family. So that's good. So I'm doing
That's
all right.
good.
Yeah. But now Davey's on. Well, I'm just saying. You know what I mean. When we brought brisket into the conversation, the situation for this most definitely changed. I think the thought process of going to Stubbs potentially in the middle of this trip, I think, was definitely so I will admit that was definitely a factor in my decision, and we shall see if I parlay that decision into execution. We'll see how it goes. Oh my gosh! But Sarah, just to repeat,
Wow, the brisket made the difference.
It's great brisket. In defense of me, the brisket in Texas is unparalleled to anywhere in the world. Yeah, Matt says, "Oh, dude, I wish I could have seen you in California in December, but had to get home due to a family emergency." I'm like, "Oh man, right, I got you."
Oh.
I dragged those fires too. I felt so shitty while leaving. It's all good. Back at you, dude. Wait, is Jory here? Jory, what's up?
Jory?
I do love brisket.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, give me a shout out to Jory Avenue. Holy cow. What is up, pals? It's so good to see you all again.
The brisket The brisket's bringing people out of the shadows. We got Jory in the chat now.
If I knew that all it took to get people out of lurk was brisket, I mean, I would be talking about it every stream. I mean,
yeah.
Yes. Celtic says brisket in Texas. Yes, please. Let's go. Yeah, but thank you for the shout to Jory. Another exceptional talent. Like, let's pinball. Let's go.
Pinball.
Look at
Brisket?
pinball coming up. Brisket. George says, "Hey, man, the truth speaks." This is amazing. Sarah, I'm so glad to have your presence tonight, and you have truly brought the people together, and so did the brisket. So I guess
so did the brisket.
Yeah. What's going on, Pinball? So good to see you.
So did my turkey pesto sandwich.
Oh, do you still have some?
I
let's go see.
Excited to finish.
Sarah,
I need to reheat it now.
Yeah.
Maybe in some more butter. Yes. With the pepper jack.
Ooh.
So good.
I love it. Yeah. Isn't that an amazing sandwich, you all? Like, what an impressive sandwich. Yeah. Pinball says turkey pesto. Let's go. King says Sarah and the briskets. Do you have a band? That
Honestly,
would be.
I love that name.
Yeah. Brisket band.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. That's a ding. If I've ever had a ding in my life.
Oh my gosh.
That's so good.
That's too good.
It's so good. Yeah, but thank you. And we met our sub goal night. Thank you so much, everybody.
Staggy gifting to brisket in Texas. That's perfect.
You're a legend, Staggy. We appreciate you. But
oh, so good.
You know, I'm gonna ask this question to everybody in the chat. Since we're all here, since we got so many legends in the chat right now, what has been your favorite sandwich this week? And I think Sarah, you just showed it to us, so that's yours.
I've got mine.
Yeah. Anybody else in the chat, would you like to field that? Please do. What is my favorite? I think my favorite sandwich that I had this week, and again, I did it a few weeks ago too, but when I made my own homemade like chicken sandwich, toasted sourdough bread, and I just got a piece of like fried chicken thigh and pickles and mayonnaise. It was amazing. I didn't need cheese. It was great. Well, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if people want to put cheese in it, that's definitely. But I didn't need it. It was really good. It was really good.
That sounds awesome.
Peanut butter banana sandwich leaves the building. Oh, I get it. The Elvis peanut butter sandwich. I got that's great. We are full of dings tonight. This is amazing. Brendan, you made this luncheon stand for 1920. How was that? That was a bit of an adventure. Matt says,
"Wait, tell me about that. What is that?"
Yeah. Can you break that down for us, Brendan? Because I saw the video. Sandwiches of History did that video. It was wild. MattSuarez says, I had a Cajun seasoned tuna sando this week that was unexpectedly fire. Does that not sound? That sounds so good. That sounds so good. Yeah. Brendan says,
Celtic glass with the classic grilled cheese.
Oh, nice. Who had the grilled cheese? Oh, Celtic. Nice.
Celtic glass.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, phenomenal. Oh, I don't know why I dinged that. But still, now I'm just doing it for anybody. But
we're just dinging for anything tonight. At this point in the stream, you get a ding and you get a ding.
Matt says, it's not fair how much good food I'm tormented with every day when I open up Instagram and see Brendan's Insta stories. That's Brendan does have a lot of fire meals. That's true. No doubt. Not fair. That's true.
Oh.
Yeah. So Brendan says
that sounds so good.
Yeah. Wait, which does?
Brendan, he described the sandwich.
Oh, Gruyere and ham between...
And ham. Yeah.
That does actually sound pretty good.
Go for it.
Gruyere and ham, 2 buttered slices of bread dipped in a milk and egg wash and then fried in butter. Oh, that's good.
I need it right now. Thank you.
Because I'm trying so hard not to laugh and wake up puppy. I feel it. Brendan says, it's only so I can have an excuse to share music on my stories. Nice. Shepherd's pie every other day. Ooh, that does sound good. I haven't had one in a minute. Ooh. Shepherd's pie's good, That's not bad, But see, that's actually smart. Yeah, I concur. Well, Brendan says, I don't need an excuse. Oh my gosh. Yo, this has been great. Okay. I think we're gonna need to call it though, because I know at some point we I mean theoretically we could keep going, but I know that, I'm sure you and Nate and yourself and have things going tomorrow, and I do too. I gotta go back to work and everything. But this has Sarah, again, I want to thank you for being part of this. Like, this has been extremely great time. And I do want to thank all our raids tonight too. Storm and Key, thank you for your raid earlier tonight with and MattSuarez, thank you for the raid too. It's good to see you, Jory, and yourself again, and everybody else from your awesome weird community. Matt says I'll fill their stomachs with good food posts and upset their stomachs with music ones to follow. And if you mean by upset, you mean like delight us with your great music, then yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, Brendan says yeah, well now kill it with both. Exactly. Okay, so I'm hoping that our go-to friend is still going. Let's go see. Let me double check. I have to see how long they've been on too, because I don't want to make sure. You know how like when you raid somewhere and they've been on for like 5 hours, and you're like, oh, wait.
Well, I checked with Billy's mod.
Okay, thank you.
And we're good.
Yeah, looks good. Yep.
Oh my gosh, my computer's trying to update. They're like, can't download updates. Yeah, don't do it.
So yeah,
I'm in the middle of something.
So here, exclamation point guest to find out about Sarah tonight. Please follow Sarah Cameron Music if you're not already. You can see how much fun it is chatting with Sarah. You can do it too on your streams. And now your streaming schedule at the moment, I think it's basically, what days are you usually on?
I am on Wednesdays and Fridays at the moment. Friday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific.
Cool.
And Wednesdays, to be determined. We were doing a morning stream, but I'm going to be moving that back to an afternoon stream.
Okay.
So probably 12 or 2 Pacific.
Okay. Awesome. Well,
somewhere in there.
Well, y'all, if you missed any part of this stream, you can catch a replay here on Twitch or head on over to our YouTube page. Same handle, at Davey's Eating a Sandwich. You catch the replay there. We'll have our VODs up in both places right after we read out. And thank you, Veda. Thank you, King. Thank you, Celtic. Jordy, MattSuarez, Jory Avner. I mean, so many. And Pinball Sorcerer, Rahomo. So many awesome people in the chat. Indubitably, Brendan. Smarticus was here earlier tonight. And we also heard from Celtic and just double checking. It was a fun night. Yeah, and Stormer is here. Like, so many people were here tonight. So you gonna come and collab with Leia after TwitchCon, Sarah? Good question. Yeah,
that would be so fun. Oh my gosh, I would love that.
Leia's awesome. Like, idea. You're both line up so well, and like your favorite musics. Like, I feel like it's
yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of common songs between you. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But
I would love that.
I dig it. Well, thanks again, everybody. King, you go ahead and lay out those raid calls. We're gonna go ahead and raid over to Billy Go-To. Thank you for the suggestion, Sarah. I'm actually reminded a little bit of our mutual friend Mitch Brazizzi, because like I know you had a song feature. I know we had the thing like you had a song featured on this channel, or do I have that right?
Yeah, he has 3 of my songs in his list.
That's amazing. That is.
So if you're ever in Mitch Brazizzi's stream, you can request some Sarah Cameron.
That is
super fun.
That is super fun. What an honor that is. Holy cow.
Yeah, totally.
Oh gosh, I don't know how to spell it.
And he does such a good job. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. And then can you shout that out once it's in there?
Oh, Mitch.
Yeah,
sorry.
Mitch. No, I got Billy Go-To. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Oh, perfect. Thanks. Yeah, I totally would have misspelled that. But yeah, Mitch is awesome. Go follow Mitch. Mitch is like such a wizard as well. But we're gonna go head over there now. We're gonna head over to Billy Go-To now, starting the raid. Y'all, thank you so much. We are back on Saturday, so you haven't gotten rid of me yet this week. You will see more of the Sandwich Show on Saturday afternoon, 3:00 Eastern. We're gonna hang out with Maker Plays. Don't miss it, y'all. And next week, Claire Picks. It's an amazing month. And thank you again, Sarah. This has been so fun. Y'all.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
Oh,
Thank you again for having me.
you're welcome. Absolutely. Sandwich night was a churro ice cream sandwich. It was amazing. It was amazing. I'm sorry I don't have any on me, but
It looked so good.
yeah, yeah. You can find it at stores, folks. Go check it out in your grocer's freezer. Churro ice cream sandwich. Amazing, amazing. King, thanks again, and also Roma, thank you as well for hanging out with us tonight. Big time mod love. Let's go do the raid. We'll see you there. Take care, everybody. Good night. Thank you, Sarah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Ron.